7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
He has a lot of problems.
Struggle to be top 5 in points at the end of the season.
Wow.
You bleach your hair, you're a sellout.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show. This is episode number 226. We are back in studio here, and the lovely co-hosts are back. They have decided to come out of the woodwork this week and make an appearance. Talk some moto. It's nice to see you two again. I really enjoy your guys' company.
This dude talks so much shit when we're not around.
Look, how was all that demon worshiping going on last week there? Did you guys have fun with that or what?
Oh, God.
He's starting off right with the
starting
TLR
off.
tinfoil hat.
TLR tinfoil hat over
That's
here.
just Roger Goodell, man.
Why are you talking about Rihanna in the all red suit up in the
Oh, you were talking about. Oh, I thought you were talking
That
about
was something I haven't really looked into that yet because some people that I listened to said like it actually wasn't that bad. Like the Grammys with what the heck is the one dude that sings the unholy, or maybe it's not a dude, that person that sings the unholy song.
I don't know.
there.
I don't have much.
We just got canceled, but the Grammys one was much worse because it was legitimately dressed up as Satan. The Super Bowl wasn't, I guess, as bad as what it has been in past years for the halftime show. But
I'll be honest, I just watched Super Bowl for the football. I don't really care about the
Yeah,
other stuff.
we're not looking at the world stage here.
has anybody?
I didn't have my tinfoil hat.
I don't really care
watching
about
the Super
Rihanna.
Bowl.
Has anybody looked into, was the score the same as the one that was leaked a few weeks before?
No,
It was not?
it was not.
How much was it off by?
Not far, but here was my thing. I was like, bet on the story. Bet on the story. And I was like, what's the biggest story coming into the game? And somebody told me Mahomes has a hurt leg, hurts his leg again, and comes back and he's VIP and they win. Sure shit. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who didn't bet on the story though?
Mm-hmm.
Me.
Yeah.
However, we did miss the show for the Super Bowl, but we are here when we could be watching the devil worshiping that is NASCAR.
I would have been watching the Genesis Invitational because I'm into golf now again, apparently. So there's that.
So, Travis, tell me what kind of worshiping we've got going on with NASCAR. This
I
is
don't
the
know.
dude that said there was foul play with the death of Dale Earnhardt.
That was us. He said Ken Block.
He said that.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what about Dale
yeah.
Earnhardt? And he's like, oh, there was something with that, too.
Some NASCAR person is
remember.
going to get in the comments and roast this shit out of
I
us.
don't remember
right
what
now.
I said about that. I'm sure I could dig back down.
Yeah,
into
and
that
then we
find
said,
it.
yeah, dude, they hired Sterling Marlin.
Sterling Martin was the guy that was him.
Yeah, we were like, oh, yeah, they hired him. They hired him to spin him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
This
all
guy
right.
starting off hot.
Coming in hot. My two co-hosts here, by the way. The original co-host, Justin. He used to do dirt bike shit. Now he doesn't really anymore. And the other co-host, we're Kellogg's Cornflakes. Good
Kellogg's,
for you, bro.
dude. This is the Texas Tornado. Terry Labonte.
Yeah.
Driver of the number 5 Kellogg's car.
Yep.
Shout out Battle Creek, Michigan.
Yep.
The Cereal City.
Cereal City, USA.
Yep. That's why I have it on.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey,
Is he?
Cole.
Are you making fun of his shirt?
No.
Oh, okay.
This shirt's badass. Tell me it ain't.
I didn't say anything. He
That
was
shirt
one of...
slaps, bro.
Oh, my
Yeah,
gosh.
this shirt.
Fucking slaps.
Hey, this shirt slaps on God, no cap. Bussin'.
I'm just wondering if it's getting to the point now, like, just can't even
I don't
wear
even know what you just said.
anything else, and
Exactly.
you're just going to get critiqued, man. You can't wear anything in here. Just get shit on.
I give you guys
What if I came in
shirts.
here naked?
Well,
You
then
all
I'd-
have multiple shirts.
I'd
to
throw
wear.
you out.
If I came in here naked, you'd really talk.
Hey, man,
You
I
have
me.
more shirts than he does.
I
Because
usually-
Coach gave you shirts.
I usually wear those shirts, though.
I'm
I'm just
just
wearing a gray
saying.
shirt today.
I know. You're very bland.
Yeah,
You're like
well.
Eeyore. Thanks for noticing me.
Dude, it's Sunday, and I just don't give a shit.
Yep.
So I got a little something going on here. Not really sure what it is. Weird. I've been sick twice in a row like this. Friday, I worked till like 6, went in, took a shower, laid down. I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to die. No congestion, just body aches, right? Got up like an hour and a half later after I napped a little bit, take a leak. I thought they were going to find me at the bottom of the stairs just dead because my whole body was just shutting down. Like nothing worked. Everything hurt so bad. I was shivering. I was like, I don't know. I've never had this. This is the
Is
weirdest thing
COVID
ever.
like not real?
No, that's just called influenza,
That's
man.
COVID.
It's just called influenza.
It was, yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I didn't have a cough. I didn't have a sore throat. I didn't have any congestion.
No,
there
no.
was literally nothing, just the body aches and stuff. And so, yeah, it probably was partially that, but I was just like, holy crap. And I've never had it that bad. Like, I've had body aches before. I've had shivered before. It was terrible.
Dude, every time I get sick, I get the same thing. It's a 48-hour, and it's freaking terrible, and then it just goes away.
Yeah. Now, like, I haven't had body ache. Like, yesterday I was pretty good all day. Today I haven't had body aches or anything at all. I got a little scratchy throat right now, but we'll see. Whatever. It's probably strep. It's no big deal.
Nice. Glad I'm here.
Yep. Thanks for coming in. I licked your microphone earlier, too, by the way.
I bet you fucking
You're
did.
welcome.
Oh, boy. Okay.
You're welcome. All right, let's get into this
can you
here.
imagine coming in here, you just come around the corner, and Travis is in here just deep-throating microphones?
Reminds me of that video. Do you guys know who Mark Plyer is?
No?
Okay, so he's like a YouTube guy. I don't know.
Kimmy Granger or...
No, he's not. That is not who that is. And there's just videos of like him. He's always getting attacked by his microphone. And there's one time his mouth just happened to be open, and it's one of the like the long microphones, and it just went straight into his mouth. And his camera guy just got it right as it was going in his mouth.
Well,
and then it became to like a meme.
We know what Stubbs is into now.
Wow, weird.
It's on YouTube, bro. It's on. You guys are fucking idiots. I swear to God.
You searched it for...
No, man. It's one of those things where it's like recommended. It goes across your screen.
Why is it on your recommended?
Yeah, what's on your
fucking
recommended?
It's YouTube, dude.
You know what's on my recommended? Dirt bikes and Disney. Not guys deep throat microphones.
You'd actually be surprised what's on my recommended.
Do you watch
Probably
what?
guys deep-throating Deegan.
Do you watch
No.
Oh,
No, man.
Here we go.
No, a lot of music, a lot of car stuff, and not as much dirt bike shit as you would think.
Sounds gay. Hey,
You like her?
Did I tell you?
All right, let's start the show.
Did I tell you I figured out who Tim was also?
Who's Tim?
The guy I've been sending the comments from.
It's
the
him?
screenshots. Has to be you.
It's not me. Swear to God.
Has to be you.
Swear to God, it's not me.
Tim will be on there. It's not him. It's not him. Then we'll know it's him for sure.
Anyway, get this thing rolling.
All right, so episode 226
I don't have
here.
that kind of time.
Let's thank our sponsors here. So presenting sponsors, Complete Racing Solutions. Coach Rob will help you scientifically, both on and off the bike, become a better rider there. Check them out, CompleteRacingSolutions.com. Also TLR Coatings, TLRCoatings.com, Michigan's #1 custom powder coating shop. They do shipping nationwide, so make sure to check them out on all the major social media networks at TLR Coatings. Also on board with us, Holster Co., Gutter Works, JT Cycle, Adept Creative Co., Isaac Nelson Designs, and Edgewood Farms. We have we got a Holster Co. Reload rant tonight. We have a Complete Racing Solutions comment of the week. See what I did there? And we got a TLR tinfoil hat segment.
I have a feeling I know what that comment's going to be about.
I also have a question of the week for you guys.
Oh, that's what I got. I got a question of the week as well.
Cool. We got 2 questions of the week. The Isaac Nelson Designs
Question of the week.
question of the week. So, also, if you want to support us here, we do have a Patreon. We've got 1 episode up on the Patreon, kind of bench racing and talking over the 2007 Orlando race. We need to do another one of those soon here, so you're gonna have to hop on. I know you quit.
No.
Fantasy here.
Yep, I did.
You had a couple bad rounds and you quit. I also had a couple bad rounds, yet here I am.
That's
Hey, big shit talker over there. Guess who's 7 points back now?
Ooh,
You?
yeah,
Nice.
I've had 2 bad
can't
weeks in a
fucking
row.
He's gonna beat you now, and you're gonna just suck.
can't.
I
fucking wait.
got fucking Derek Kelly, and wait till Kev comes on because I had all sorts of faith in him last night, and here I am. So
I'll be honest, it was real nice not
Don't
having to
rip
worry
his
about
ass too
picking a
hard.
team on Saturday night. It was real nice.
sounds boring.
That does sound boring.
Okay, guys.
Like it makes the race more enjoyable for me.
For me, it doesn't.
You take it too seriously, man.
No, I
Even Matt Mitchell doesn't take it.
No,
as
like, what is
seriously
the
anymore.
real reason you quit?
just wasn't having fun with it anymore, man. Like I might pick it back up during outdoors, but it has
Like,
nothing to do.
why weren't you having fun?
I don't know.
Is
Like
it results based?
no, because I was fine for like every round up until whatever. What was it? Whatever the round was 2 rounds
last
ago.
two?
Houston?
No, because I didn't play in Tampa. So
Yeah, so
Houston. So
Houston.
that was fine, like up until that round. I was just realizing that like I wasn't even checking my results on Sunday morning or like after the race. I would get to all the way either unless he said something about it or all the way till Monday, and I'd be like, oh, I didn't check my results. I don't know what I got. Like I used to be all about it, but like now I just didn't care. And then Tampa, yeah, it was Tampa. I went over to Matt's and you don't have service out there. And by the time that I realized like, oh shit, I didn't pick a team. Like
you should just put some money in, and then you'll focus.
And you'll pay attention to it.
yeah, I'm definitely not going to spend money to do that. It's fucking stupid.
Whatever.
Maybe I'll pick it back up at outdoors, but I don't know.
I enjoy it. Makes me look at different people.
I do that anyway. Anyways, let's get
Anywho.
this.
How hard were you watching Caden Amaran last night?
Not at all. I was actually.
Hey, guess what? If you would have played fantasy, you know what was in my head the whole time? I hope fucking Travis picked him because he's always sucking him off. I hope Travis picked him.
Either that or Max Miller.
You know what? When I saw him laying on the ground, I was like, thank God, because that thought crossed my mind yesterday.
Oh, I guarantee it did.
All right. So anyway, so we got all that coming up. Kevin Moranz is also going to come on and talk about his day and get a tongue lashing from me about results because it fucked my fantasy a little bit.
Easy, buddy.
Only lightly. A light tongue lashing.
Easy, bud. Kevin's lucky that he made it through that in Maine with how gnarly that track was.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
yes, that was awful.
yeah. So anyway, if you want to support us, Amazon links, Patreon links, merchandise links, all that stuff down in the description down below. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. We've
Talk
had
shit.
plenty of comments talking shit over the last 2-3 weeks.
And hey,
here.
look, we don't do videos just about Deegan, so I knew I knew that would make you laugh. I was really
Contrary to popular
I was
belief.
hoping one of you got, look, man, our worthless content. We're using that algorithm like
Hold
without
on.
Deegan.
Let me just point this out to everyone who's commenting, saying that we're riding
I love
coattails
all of
and
you
stuff.
guys because you get this
First off, I
motherfucker
love
razzled
you.
up.
I love you because you're literally helping me every single time you comment. Like, please comment more. Tell me how much more I suck and I'm riding this kid's coattails. Number 2, this show, and I'll state this again, although I've stated it 100 times, we are not insiders. We are fans, couch riders
That
who
happen to have
bench
some
race,
insight with people.
who bench race and like to bench race.
Hey, that should be a shirt.
So what?
Not insiders, couch riders.
Yes.
Which is
good.
I hate to break it to all you guys, you are all the same thing with just one kid though. That's the difference.
Yep.
Although I did see a comment, and I hope this isn't your comment of the week because I don't know what.
Look, don't until we get to
okay,
till we
because
get
I had
to
a
the
comment that
of
I
the-
saw it, and it's not a great comment, but I just looked at it and I was like, "That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard." The stupidest thing I've ever heard.
There's been a lot of those this week. Whoever Tim is,
He's not the only one, man.
no, there's a lot of it.
And there's one guy though that was like pissing me off a little bit because he was talking shit about Coach, and I'm like, dude, are you
Oh yeah, did you see
about
me
the
going back and
physiology
forth?
side of it? I'm
Oh,
like, bro,
Timmy the testy.
Timmy the
them
testy
dense
over there.
calories. I was like, Jesus.
Oh yeah. So anyway, all right, let's
I
get
hope
into
Tim
this here.
watches this show or watches
I hope
something.
Tim
this week.
comments a whole bunch of fucking dumb shit on this show.
Tim, we love you.
We do love you. Please comment.
making
more.
making that algorithm great, bud.
Making that algorithm great. Thank you all of you Deegan nut swingers for the all of the views and comments over the last 3
They're
weeks.
Hang on, big disclaimer though. We respect Deegan. We never said he fucking sucked,
None of us dislike him.
and he has exceeded all of our expectations.
Here's the thing, man. You can
Like-
say it all day till you're blue in the face, but the fact that we didn't say this in the beginning, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah,
We're not
it's
allowed
fine.
to change our opinions.
It's fine.
Remember?
We shouldn't even be doing the show. 'cause
We suck.
should-
We're
we
morons.
cannot- We cannot talk about the race.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about this next week when he's actually racing and relevant.
Yeah.
But lock me in for a reload rant.
Okay.
Lock
Oh,
me in.
yeah.
All right.
All right,
Lock
let's
me
get it-
in.
let's get it
And it's
rolling.
going to be about the fan base.
All right. All right, but let's jump in. 450 race recap brought to you by our friends at Worx. Always well hung like Justin Barsha. Check
Goodbye,
them
Kitchen.
out. Links in the description below. No, it only we're just going with the Barsha one.
Yeah, I
The
seen a
Bar-
photo of Jet. He looked
Oh, my
pretty-
gosh.
God. Here-
That's
do
just
you
paper
do
towel.
anything but stare at other guys.
And here you're
cocks?
talking to me about the YouTube and microphones, and this guy over here is just looking.
I was gonna say
I've had a lot of people point out the podium peeing to me.
every time, like,
what is wrong with your friends then, man?
yeah, there is something wrong with you and your friends. That's not something I stare at.
We're just comfortable enough with our sexuality
Okay.
to compliment another man.
So am I.
Can we get
but I'm
rolling
not
with this?
Staring at
God.
it, Jesus. And this is why we are just a bunch of fucking couch riders that like to talk moto, and we record it. So get
You're
the
a Barsha
fuck,
rider.
Get the fuck over yourselves, everyone. Like, goddamn. All right, let's get this 450 recap going here. Again, brought to you by our friends at Worx. Always well hung, like Justin Barsha. Anyway, so Eli Tomac here.
You say Elon.
I don't know, dude.
Did he say Ebly?
He said Elon. No,
Eli.
Elito Mac?
there was an M in there that was not.
I thought
one.
he said Ebly.
No, he might have said Eblock. I heard Elon. I was like,
I can't
there's
speak
an
today.
unworded
All
M
right,
in there.
cut. Start over.
Oh boy,
Re-
that was
Redo.
fucking
Round 2
garbage.
redo here. All right, Eli Tomac rebounds, gets the win. Does anybody feel like he was hiding anything with all the interviews he did asking what happened last week?
No, I heard some very honest interviews from him. He was just like,
That's what I thought too.
he's like, I didn't have it. I didn't trust the dirt. I didn't trust anything underneath me. I got fifth, whatever. Fucking who cares? He's still got the red plate.
Which also doesn't surprise me because I'm not sure if you guys have ever. The dirt here, I guess, is probably pretty similar to what they had down there, which would be a very, very hard clay. And as soon as it starts raining on that, it's ice. Like, there is no traction. I don't know how those guys were riding it. Very impressed by those who were. But I agree with Eli Tomac of like, dude, if it starts raining on stuff like that, because everybody said that track was exceedingly hard. Hard packed, not hard to do. Hard packed. So between that and the sand and the rain, okay, cool. Yeah, dude, you don't trust what's underneath you. You just ride it into fifth because that fifth place is better than being on the ground staring at everybody else going by. So, yeah. But he rebounds and gets this win.
Kind of got it handed to him.
We'll get to that in my reload rant here.
I don't think any of us should be shocked because we've talked about this a lot in the last couple of years with Eli. You know, he's at the point, and he's always been this way. He's always been very bike dependent, and he's never really rode over his head if he's not feeling with how the chassis is working to his liking. But what is his point of pushing the pace when he doesn't need to anymore? He doesn't need to prove things to people. If this was 5 years ago, okay, maybe you get a different Eli. Maybe he tries to push forward, tucks the front, gets loose in the whoops, does something stupid, stalls the bike, whatever. But there's no point in his career anymore to ride past his comfort zone just to win a race when he's already the points leader. Yeah. Like, what is the point? Because he knows that there's a bunch of tracks coming up, like Daytona for one. He's gonna probably have that in the bag. Loses a couple points. Hey, we're on the East Coast. Loves the dirt. What is the point? Like, fucking just won the week before in Houston.
Yeah.
Like, what is the point in that? And I find it funny that there were people like, oh my God, here it is. Like, he just had one bad race. Now, there is a guy that we're going to talk about later that the last couple rounds have not been great that I do think we need to hit the panic button on. Mm-hmm. But Eli has been flawless, in my opinion, in the last 3 years now. That we've said this. We don't need to critique him anymore. Yeah.
No.
That dude has nothing. He's nothing to and this is coming from a guy that everybody who knows me knows I'm not an Eli fan. I respect the hell out of him. I'm not a fan of him, but he has nothing to prove anymore. So anybody that questions him, I just don't think you're paying attention to what you're watching because even last night, yeah, he got it handed to him, but it was like it just looked like normal fucking Eli. Like, what is the point?
Yeah, and just, I mean, he's figured out how to win a championship and manage a championship. Winning races was never an issue for him, and now that next step in his career was figuring out how to manage a championship and win a championship, and he's doing that. You know, as far as the retirement thing, like I told you guys, you know, the little birdie that I heard this weekend is the leverage that he has at Yamaha. Like, if the production bike, if they want to put a hydraulic clutch on that or something, he'll be like, okay, I'll retire. If they keep the cable clutch on it, he'll be like, okay, I'll do one more year. Mm-hmm. That's why I think he's kind of, I might retire, I might not. I think it all depends on, what direction Yamaha wants to go, and he has leverage. Hey, if you guys want to keep me, I need this. So, I think it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I mean, looks pretty damn good on that bike. We were kind of doubting how good it would be, and he has nothing but great things to say about it. Won right off the bat on it. And how about this? He won number 1 and 2 on the round. He went back to back.
Let
me hold off for a second. Did you see on Peacock it said round 2 on it still?
Yeah. Everything said round 2.
They just don't want to remarket it.
The
Everybody
email we
knows
got
it,
this week said round 2 redo because they didn't want to pay to remarket it as whatever we are on 6, 7, whatever. So
yeah. Here's the thing, though. I also think, and this is so far removed from this, but I think because he remembers throwing away year 7 or 2017 championship, 2018 championship. Debate about 2019 because I think the Coupe I don't really know if anybody would, outside of maybe Ryan Villapoto and Ricky Carmichael, would be able to beat that Coupe. Coupe was just on it that year. Obviously 2020, 2021, he probably could have won 2021. But I think a lot of it was too 2017, and once again, I know that's so long ago. There's got to be moments when he's out there and he's just not feeling it, and he goes, hey man, I could just pull the trigger. I know my speed's better than most of these dudes. A year ago, I was better than everybody, but this year we know that Chase has got him covered in that department. And maybe I'll hit the deck, maybe I won't. racing Ryan Dungey in 2017 that year, and I know that a lot of people will probably think it's not that relevant to him, but I think that year he took a lot of knowledge from that, knowing he handled Ryan Dungey that whole entire year.
Still lost.
Somehow Ryan Dungey still won the championship. And I think that if he's having moments, he goes, just finish. Just finish.
Take the Dungey method, bro.
Just
Everybody
finish.
hates on Dungey.
Well,
Listen, Carmichael was never the fastest guy.
No, and he's even now admitted, he's admitted that years ago, but now, like, most recently we hear that. He's like, hey, I got lucky when I beat Stu. Like, I was never as fast as Stu straight up. And
I don't think it was luck. He made his own
Well,
luck.
no. Yeah. He made the comment about luck, but you make your own luck. But he, in his sense, I interpret that as like luck that he had, things had to go his way. Stu had to make a mental error or whatever. But I don't think Eli anymore, if there's nights that he just doesn't win or he gets third, that's just where Eli's at in his career at this point. He just doesn't feel like it. And you know what? Here's the thing. Maybe he's just not fast enough that night. Like, I know we've all gotten used to Eli just being this dominant force. But once again, though, there's nights where he's just not going to, dude, the Triple Crown. Had he not crashed, he wouldn't have won a main that whole entire time.
no.
And probably would, he would have won the overall, too.
Yeah.
Well, and look at it, too. You said it. He handled Dungey that whole year, still got beat. Look at where we're at right now.
Yeah.
He's basically handled these guys almost every single round. Where are we at? They're 7 points down.
Yeah.
They're within striking still.
Yeah.
Like, one of them wins a round and Eli gets third to the other two. All of a sudden, now we're back to like 2-3 points each. Okay. That's and we're what? Going into round 7?
Yeah.
So we're almost halfway. So
And no offense, out of the two competitors that he's racing, you can take one of them out of there if we go down to the final round. That this is like a 2-point gap. If I'm Eli, I'm only worried about one of those dudes.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the other guy.
No.
I'm worried about one guy out of those two that I'm battling for a championship right now.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd be worried about that guy, too.
I would too.
So
I would too.
And the guy he's worried about is the guy that finished second last night, which would be Cooper Webb.
Oh my God, the end of that race. I know that like when Eli went over the finish, I was like, Coop's closing, but he's just too far back. There's no section where he's really separating himself. And then Eli gets all Larry Loop out and just fucking goes all the way to the inside. And like even when Daniel Blair's voice came up, he's like, uh-oh. I'm like, oh, no way.
Yeah.
No way. But then you realize you started looking at the track and you're like, Coop's just not going to be close enough. And he's not going to bonsai it in on a corner. Like, Coop's smarter than that.
He kind of did.
But I mean, in the sense that he's going to try to, like, just saw off Eli's
Yeah.
front end. Like, Coop he's going to poke it in there. We talk about this, but Coop is not the guy that's just going to, I'm going to just take your front end out.
I also think it would have been a lot different of a race if Coop had been more consistent with the quad over table 3 on off that he was doing. Did you
Yeah, the
notice that?
section that everybody was having problems with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember watching Pierce Brown in practice. He went a little long on that stepping on, and I'm like, I wonder if a 450 guy will go over. Never seen anybody do it. First lap of the main, Stu style, Webb cranks it out.
Did you hear?
He did it on the sight lap.
Yeah,
That's the first time
I
he
was
did
gonna
it.
say, but did you hear why he even tried it? Because he saw Eli in, was it the heat or something? Maybe it was one of the qualifyings. Eli went inside roll and then jumped over table, and he was like, well, if that's doable, I probably could go the outside and just jump all of them, and it looked kind of fast, so that's why he even tried it. And then, did on the sight lap, he said, and he was like, all right, cool, game on.
Dude, it's the same thing though. You go back to Tampa in that section before the Dragon's back where everybody was rolling to the inside, checking up over that roller that he was going over the table where he could drive over the face and he was gaining a little bit of time. But I don't know. I mean, Coop just does that kind of shit. Like his brain works different than everybody else's, you know, and whereas a lot of guys, they'll pull the trigger and they'll make it stick because they're talent.
Yeah.
Coop is actually, when he does stuff like that, like you said, he's watching in practice. It's because he's actually breaking down that section.
Look, he just likes odd number years, okay?
Oh my God, that was the stupidest thing ever.
Is that what he said? Who said that?
Cool.
That was the whole thing is
Won
odd
it
numbers. It's 2023, but yet he has an even number.
He
They were talking
won it
about
in
it.
19.
Yeah,
he won it
yeah.
in 21.
That's
Now
stupid.
he's going to try to win
That
it in
was dumb.
23. So,
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good ride. Like, Coop's had a really good couple weeks here. So, this is interesting to see where this goes because he is the one on the mental side that I think can challenge Eli. Now, the one on the speed side that can challenge him is definitely Chase. Let's
Yes.
let's go
Speed
there.
is
Third
there.
place, Chase. Has anybody? I've watched it crash a few times.
Yes.
I don't really understand what happened. He's
I can tell you what
saying
happened.
he's saying he jumped in there the same way, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't understand why your bike all of a sudden just flipped out from under you there. Like, that was weird to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm kind of waiting for Stu's thing this week because Stu is really good about looking at stuff like that and explaining it. So I'm like, okay, let's hear what he has to say. What are your gentlemen's opinions?
Well, for me, obviously the speed's there. That's, I mean, he was what, 6 seconds up, pulling away. Should have won. Man, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he doesn't believe in himself enough, and if he does believe in himself at some point, he's going to be a hard man to beat. But I don't know. I don't know if it's bike, not trusting the bike. He had a big one on the Dragon's back that same lap where he almost went over the bars.
Went down in the whoops in practice.
Yep, whoops in practice. And then that weird little thing. It's going to be really hard for him to trust that bike here moving forward. And that's going to be a huge mental setback for him, I believe. When the bike is just doing stuff like this that he doesn't seem to be able to control or predict or anything, that's not good. That's going to mess with your psyche pretty bad.
Is he still on that BFR shock?
No, I don't think so.
He's gone off that,
I think
too?
they switched that a couple rounds ago.
Everybody's off it again.
Oh, I don't know.
So I think we're quickly, if not already there, approaching what the fuck status with Chase. So I started thinking about this in my mind, and I've said this a million times, and I've said about AC. Chase is almost too talented for his own good. He relies so much on muscle memory, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse because I've said this so many times. But I cannot remember a guy that his cardio is this good, his technique almost is flawless in a sense, his speed is a notch, if not a notch and a half better than everybody else. And I thought we were over this shit after outdoors, taking Eli wire to wire, pushing Eli further than we've ever seen somebody in a series. We've seen races over the years, but not for a full entire series. Take Eli that to the limit every race. You know, you can go back to, and I've been around this sport a long time. You can go back to Damon Bradshaw. Bradshaw had a lot of speed, had a lot of talent. Technique wasn't always there. Okay, then you fast forward to the 2000s. Travis Pastrana, same thing. A lot of talent, a lot of speed. He was never that good in the 250s, 125s, but he won championships. Okay, then people will go with Stu. Stu, when he was hitting the ground, he was still winning championships. You even want to go to most recent with Eli in his years. Eli was still winning races. Chase has what, 3 Supercross wins since he's been in the 450 class? 2. I have not seen a guy that is this far ahead of everybody else speed-wise on any given night and can continually not put it together. If you want to go down go down the list of the races that we've had this year. A1, he wasn't the fastest guy. But let's be honest. Did you two, once Eli went down and Chase had a clear track, were part of you guys thinking Chase is going to win this race? Okay, so go to A1. Then you go to Houston. Should have won it on how he was riding in the heat race. Should have won in Tampa. Should have won last night. That's 4 races that we've had that he should have won. Could have, should have, would have. I do not understand what is going on with him mentally. Like, I've said this a million times. You say that Eli was soft mentally, and now he's proven that that's bullshit. But it's because he's won championships. He's won all these races. I do not understand what is going on with Chase Sexton. I have never seen a guy that is this mentally just stops thinking. And I don't think it's a bike thing what happened in last night, because think about to last year when he knifed the front end and high-sided him into the tabletop. This was a very similar situation. And I don't think it's a bike because it's too eerily similar of a situation for it to be a bike. Like the exact same thing, but then it doesn't happen any other time.
Yeah.
Like, I think what just happened is he tried to, which a lot of people did with that corner, they were trying to square off the corner and coming off that roller, and I think he squared off, but I think when that back end came around on him, the bike was planted into the face and it hooked, and I think by the time that it happened so quickly, it was already high-siding him. It was already pitching him. The bike was shooting off into the right, and he was already going left. But it's almost the same thing that happened when he knifed the front end and it pitched him. The bike came around, it was squatted in the face of a jump, so it was grabbing traction, and it shot one way, and he went to the other way. I don't know how you fix Chase Sexton's problem. I don't understand, though. I thought we were over this. Like, we sat up here and go, is he mentally ready? I don't get what's going on with him. Like, how 2 weeks in a row do you have this? Like, how do you have this happen? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's why I'm like, is he going to start pointing fingers at the bike and stuff like that?
He hasn't yet, and he's I'm just going to keep it positive because going negative isn't going to do anything to help us. I will say, like last week, I put a little bit more on him just because it was more of a line selection choice. He was skimming down the middle in the
he
V
just
groove.
cross-rutted.
Yeah, and he cross-rutted, which happens.
Which a lot of people were doing. I mean,
Yeah.
Coop, 2 laps before got loose in the same
Yeah.
set of whoops.
But just like James
but
said,
why not switch your line and ride the bales?
But James
Exactly.
said he should have moved over. But this week, dude, like I said, having watched that a few times, like, I don't really know. Like you said, unless he gave it too much gas and that front wheel was planted and that's what made it happen. But man, that's
but
weird.
The thing is when you're landing off that triple O, you're not on the gas.
Yeah, so it's such a weird thing because it's like, and if you look close, and he stated this a bunch of times, like the front wheel slid too. So
Yeah,
so it was
but it's the
almost
same
like it
thing,
just
though.
lost traction on both sides, and I'm just like, I don't even know how that happens. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. And if he didn't have bad luck, I guess at this point he would have no luck because
I just don't know how you fix his issue. I don't know how you fix it.
he might be another one of those guys that's just fallen into the whole like, holy shit, I fell in between 2 generations and I never got to really thrive per se. Because let's face it, he's coming off of the Eli, Cooper, Kenny generation there, so he's having to battle with them right now. And then as soon as they're done in the next year or two here, then you've got Jet.
But the thing though is with Jet,
So, like, they're just fucked.
I would still debate you that Chase on any given day, Supercross or outdoors, is going to have Jet covered in the speed department, and he's going to make those mistakes. But the thing though is that usually with guys like that though, their speed isn't that much better than everybody else. Like Stu, everybody talks about his worldly speed, but he was still winning races.
Yeah.
He was when he was not hitting. But that's the thing though. Chase is just hitting the deck, but he's out front, but he's not winning races.
Here's
though.
the wild thing, though. You go 2 years down the road. We could be having a completely different conversation. Look at the conversation we're having about Tomac now. He's about to be the second. He's tied for third all-time Supercross wins.
Sexton right now is very early era Tomac-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 22, 23, but
so like I said, in 2, 3, 4 years here, we could be having a completely different conversation because we didn't think we were going to be having a conversation about Tomac being one of the greats in 2017-18 because we were saying the same thing. He's throwing races away. He's throwing titles away. The fuck are you doing? So, I mean, it's early. It could change. But then again, too, like, Tomac didn't have a generational talent coming through also. So,
he was racing Ken Roxon. He was racing Dungy. He was racing guys that you want to talk about Jet all day long, but he were talking about guys that were already proven. Though.
But he was covering those guys to start with.
Nah, that's
Tomac?
debatable. He was not covering
Tomac
those
was
guys
not
early.
covering those guys.
Kenny was winning an outdoor championship his rookie year, while Eli was riding around in 4th place. Dungy was winning back-to-back-to-back Supercross championships.
Like, if you're talking the year he
which
came out and
Eli-
kicked everybody's ass and before he blew his shoulders out, that was about 3 years in.
and that was 2015 outdoors, and what happened in Supercross that year? He got smoked.
That was and then the year before
Yeah.
that, he came out and he tucked the front wheel and Weimer got him.
he was not beating those guys.
No.
Like, do you remember Kenny went out and won A1 as a rookie?
Yeah.
Or he was leading. Yeah, he won.
Yeah,
he won A1 as a rookie,
Yeah.
and then he won the
On the
outdoor
KTM,
championship.
yes.
Yeah. So he wasn't beating those
Tomac
guys.
was irrelevant that year. Probably.
Tomac didn't get
8, 9.
relevant
Like
until
I said,
2015 outdoors.
I give it a few more years here.
I'm
and
not
see,
panicking
but-
when you're that talented and you're that fast. But to Cole's point, though,
But
here's the
it's
thing: if
weird
he
right
figures
now.
that shit out,
Yeah.
you can talk about generational talent. You can talk about all these other dudes. I don't see how you beat that guy. I don't see how you beat that because that's the thing. Everything we talk about with Jet, the only difference is he's younger. Chase has all that shit and then some, and he's stronger than Jet. So, like, you talk about the generational talent, but we talk about the talent. Okay, Chase is just as talented. Talk about the technique. Chase has just as good as technique. Talk about the speed. Chase has just as good as speed. The only thing is right now on 250s, Jet has the mental side of it. Mm-hmm. Chase doesn't have that figured out. Chase figures the mental side of it. I don't really know how anybody can sit here and go, oh, yeah, Jet's just going to beat him. Like, all the shit Jet has, Chase has it, and he's older and he's clearly stronger than Jet.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't.
I'm not here to debate that right now. I'm just saying that, like, he could get it's been brought up by others, and I've said it too. He could get fucked because coming off of having to battle Eli's going into retirement here, whatever, and then you have Jet coming. So, like,
Or here's the
that's
thing:
really-
Eli retires, and Chase all of a sudden has the weight of the world off his shoulder, and he just becomes the guy.
Maybe,
Yeah,
or maybe
he goes down a level,
I was
Stu
gonna say,
style. But
yep.
Well, I mean, that could be, but also, don't you kind of think, though, there was a little bit of difference in that sense that, like, Stu had already, he was beating Ricky, not consistently, but he was beating him, whereas Chase has really yet to prove he can beat Eli in Supercross consistently.
Well, I guess we'll
Outdoors
see,
is different.
well,
Outdoors is different. For
Chase is going to that KTM. That's not really a good look right now. So,
What do you mean?
I mean, Craig sucks on it. Mookie wasn't great on it.
Coop and AP, though. When you talk about AP,
Those are two completely different riders than what Sexton is.
he is. But that might be what he needed. I don't know, man. I don't think that KTM move is going to be as bad as everybody thinks. If this was a year ago, maybe.
We'll see.
And I mean, we can talk about AP.
We can, because he got 4th. He looks really good. He's spicy this year.
AP's all of a sudden kind of becoming the guy that we thought he would
Hey,
be.
you guys didn't see it because I was watching the Super Bowl last week. But Tuesday, sent a tweet out on the account that said, calling AP for podium this week. Guess what happened?
He got 4th.
Daddy was right. No, I'm talking Tampa.
Last week. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I think they got that bike figured out.
Did you see him signing them titties?
No.
There's a picture of him signing some big old milk jugs.
Bet his wife was real happy about
I
that.
don't.
The caption said something about my wife will pick out the winner or something. Now I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I think AP is going to be really dangerous at the speedway track.
I think so too.
I think AP's
Daytona, he's going to be dangerous. He's always ran well there. Atlanta, he had some flashes of brilliance. I think it's just the whole like do it for Dale persona. I'm at the speedway, mullet blowing. Like
Yeah.
he feels like he's in his element at those places.
Yep. So, yeah, no, he looks really good this year, though. Like, in all honesty, they have made a shit ton of improvements on that bike for him because he looks way more spicy than he did last year.
He was just like, make it a chopper and I can ride it.
Yeah.
Basically all he said.
Make it a chopper, we'll make it happen.
Well,
so.
KTM has got their shit figured out. Husky, not so much. Gas, and whatever. But I don't think that bike is an issue anymore. I mean, clearly we see that Coop is back to his old ways. He's turning down early in corners. And yeah, AP, he steers with the rear end. He drives through sections. That bike is looking good. And, you know, he doesn't look on all day until he gets to the main, which is a weird thing about AP to think about, that he just turning it on in the main.
Yeah. Speaking of KTMs, though, little off topic. This is what we like to do. Where do you think Marv would be in all this?
That's a great question.
I think top
don't
5.
know.
Yeah.
I think so.
I
don't know.
I'm
if
really bummed about that he's out because he was
Yeah.
the only guy that made that bike work last year.
I don't know if he'd be podiuming right now. That'd be really tough, but I think he'd be top 5. I mean, I could see him where Anderson's at.
Is there any timetable on his return?
Haven't
or
heard anything.
about him? Just kind of
Haven't heard
quiet,
nothing.
raising him.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, if they actually told us what's going on, maybe we'd know. But
We're not allowed to know
whatever.
that. We're not
Either
allowed
way,
to know that.
AP. You know, this is the AP that we need to see and what everybody thought we were going to see. So
Yeah.
well, here's the funny question. It's a comment that you or something you and Coach were talking about on the last show with AP. What's going to go on next year? The AP's on the end of his contract. AP keeps riding like this, and we know Marv's not going to get re-signed because
they
he's
might
done.
re-up him. That's what I was just.
I think
thinking.
you got to re-up him, but that's the question though. Is that with Coop going to Star, Chase going to KTM, we don't know what's going to happen with Dylan. Mm-hmm. AP keeps riding like this. KTM might be on a 3-man team again.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, I don't know how you can deny if AP just keeps getting 3rd, 4th. He just gets top 5 all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. And we know that AP is a better outdoor rider, maybe not better, but likes it more.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, this is...
KTM, yeah, they're going to keep rolling in the money on the distributor side of things. I found this out this weekend. You'll think this is kind of interesting with your dealer background.
Yeah.
An FMF exhaust for a KTM, they have a exclusive 5-year agreement with FMF that you can only buy an exhaust through KTM themselves. So if you want to go to Tucker or Western Power Sports or any of them to get an FMF exhaust for a KTM, can't do it. Also, they made an exclusive agreement for plastic.
I thought they had Akrapovic or whatever. Or Akrapovic or however the fuck you say that.
Yeah, but like the Huskies and Gas
Well, also,
they're all
aren't
FMF guys
don't
too.
the... No, they're still coming with Akrapovic. Well, FMF was on KTM's for a long time.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they've always had a relationship.
And then on top of that, no more Cycra, Achurbis, any of that plastic. It's all coming direct.
Interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah. KTM just taking over the market.
It's basically the Harley Davidson model.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
All right, moving on. So Ando gets 5th here.
Probation 6 months. That's cool. Whatever.
So-
I'm kind of got my button out here because we all picked him to win, and we are not.
No.
seeing
So does
it.
anybody have any conspiracy theories on what's going on with him?
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Oh.
Oh, you got
All
one.
right,
that
so I
you
don't have a
like to put
conspiracy
on?
theory, but can I think I said this a couple shows ago. I think that this is just everybody's up their game as far as chasing Eli, and Ando's the same guy as he was last year, just a little bit off in certain days.
My theory's a little different than that.
Okay.
You probably got the Cooksey theory that the expectations are too high on him, and he's riding under his potential to get the pressure off.
See, and that crossed my
see.
mind too. This goes back to 2018, but the difference was he won the title in 2018, and we know why y'all shit. We all
we're
heard the
talking
thing.
2019.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 2019, he shit the bed because he won the title. He came out day one, and
Wanted
that was
the pressure off.
That was like the worst defending champion performance I think we've ever seen at an opening.
Groups was pretty bad.
Anybody see
Well,
the
Coop was sitting there being
see
fat.
the
and
tweet
happy.
he sent out at the AMA when he got put on probation?
No.
It said, "Who my probation officer?"
Yeah.
He's got the tweet game online.
I just,
bro.
I don't know. I don't really know if I buy into the whole expectation thing because I think that Ando is pretty far in his career now. I think he's pretty happy with where his life is. I think 2018 was a little bit different because let's be honest, I don't think anybody expected him to win that title that year, and I think that it kind of came out of nowhere. And now Ando has been through shit. Is he already married or is he set to get married?
He's married.
Okay.
He said, "Hey, want to get married?" She said, "Yeah." So they went to Vegas.
Okay, so he's married. Whatever.
He's got a child on the way.
Yeah, he's going to be. I think he's going to be 30. I don't think he's 30 yet. I could see where that could be a thing, but I just don't see how this is 2019 for him because he didn't win the title last year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Wait
Like
for
a lot of
Bobby
people
Hewitt.
expected him to win.
Just wait till I get to my TLR tinfoil hat later. We'll bring this back.
I just believe that Eli and Chase have upped their pace, and Ando he's kind of the same guy he was last year speed wise.
Well, as far as his performance last night, the racing, what we're here to talk about, he had Barsha on his ass, and I thought we were going to see some fireworks.
I did too.
And Jason stepped up the pace, and yeah, he rose to the occasion. Not once but twice. He did it in the heat and in the main.
Yep.
So, on that side of things, I still think that was a great ride to, have that pressure behind him, knowing that guy probably wants to kill you, and it's just not to the level that we want to see. I think he's just, he can't go that speed this year.
Can't do it.
Is a win possible at all for him, or is that
I
out the
don't
door
know.
at this point?
I think so, man. It's kind of reminds me of his last year on Husky, when he was balls fast in practice, balls fast in the heat, coming from the back.
When he couldn't get a fucking start to save his life.
Correct, yeah, and just had the speed to win, but never. Again, this is the thing with him: can't stay out of trouble. Just getting too involved in a lot of other things. Where that's what separates a guy like Eli. He doesn't have a target on his back going around that track. If he makes a pass clean, he's going to keep going. So.
Yep.
So I have a question to you guys about Ando. I don't really have an answer. I just want to hear your guys's. So if Ando just continues to be the way he is this year, like for Supercross, he just, hey, win some heat races, maybe on top of the board in practice, but doesn't win, get some podiums, top fives, just kind of what he's been. And he doesn't even get top 3 in points. Maybe he gets 4th, maybe he gets 5th, who knows? Maybe with the way AP's riding, he gets like 5th. And knowing how outdoors went last year, take Eli out of it, but knowing Jet's coming up, Chase is going to be Chase outdoors if Dylan's back. And like I said, how demoralizing last year was for him, even though it was a good thing he finished outdoors. And I don't know this because I didn't really pay attention to how his contract is. I mean, none of us know, but maybe you guys know a little more than I do. Do you think there's any possibility that just a interesting injury comes up between the last round and he just doesn't ride outdoors?
100%.
Like, you guys following what I'm trying to like?
Yeah. I don't know.
100%.
I
You
don't
think so?
I don't think he's a quitter.
I don't think he is either, and I think actually Anderson genuinely likes riding outdoors because I think he just loves riding dirt bikes. But we kind of know how last year went, and it's probably going to be more of the same. Just take out Eli.
I mean, what do you mean how last year went? He got his first overall, multiple podiums. He had the
did,
best outdoor season he ever had.
He did. He was great, but we all saw how he was on every podium speech when he was getting smoked by 45
Well,
seconds.
look, dude, you don't ride a dirt bike, so you're not allowed to talk about this.
I know, I'm fucking stupid. I just used to ride dirt bikes, and now I don't anymore.
don't.
So yeah, I just
Yeah,
fucking
shut
do.
your mouth.
Yeah, sorry guys. All right, I'll quit.
Thank you. All right, moving on.
Oh,
Justin,
we should build this up like Logan Paul does.
Yeah.
Somebody walked off the podcast.
Yeah.
You mean like the Island Boys?
Okay, Justin Barsha. So he takes out AC. So is he going to be on probation? Because
No.
I have lost what little respect I've had for that guy. Like,
he's a fucking idiot.
what the fuck was that, dude?
Dude, this is just who he is.
Dude, exactly.
Why do you okay, I get that, but why do you guys even at this point does it Why does it matter?
It didn't even surprise me. I'm
No, it
like,
did.
oh, here comes Barsha. Oh,
No, it didn't. But here's my big question. All right, you're gonna put Anderson on probation for that move last week, so Barsha better be on probation come Tuesday this week.
I have a feeling
Is
that
he taking somebody out every round?
Yes.
Every fucking round.
I feel like the guys at AMA, they just are at the point that they're like, why? What is even the point of putting him on
Great,
promotion?
suspend him for 2 races or something.
No way,
Like
not
you
a
got to
chance in
do
hell.
something
Fine
to get
him.
him.
Not a
fuck-
chance in
Yeah,
hell.
to
well,
get him
yeah,
to
well,
quit
they
fucking
fined him
doing this.
$1,500.
They
Like,
will-
this is fucking stupid.
The AMA will never suspend a guy of his caliber and actually make it stick.
That's because the AMA is a bunch of worthless piles of
Although,
shit too.
yeah,
but
well, they appointed a new person for outdoors, or they appointed a new person moving forward, Roy Jansen.
oh yeah, I heard that.
No, let's be real. Like, I get where you guys are coming from, and it's just what the fuck. But I mean, I don't
Fucking
even.
stupid.
But
AC
it's just
gave him the line.
it's
Here
just
you go.
kinda-
Thanks.
Yeah,
Go
AC's not
buy
out
me.
there trying to battle or
look,
prove anything.
as Ricky said, look, does he like it? But you guys know how Barsha ride. I think it's to the point, and it sounds really stupid, but I think it's to the point that everybody else just needs to adapt to how he is because they know he's not going to change. So, not that it was AC's fault at all. That was not AC's fault.
I'll be real honest. If I was riding in that class right now, and I was someone with speed who could actually, handle racing and things like that, I would take him out.
Here's the problem,
Oh,
though.
like
that is-
Anderson and then get put on probation.
Here's the
No, I would tib fib him.
Here's the
hard.
problem.
Anderson
It's-
is literally the only one that's ever gave any shit back to him.
I
and he's
mean,
getting put
I
on
would
probation.
literally at this point.
It's not that simple, though. It's
Seeing
not that
all,
simple.
Seeing all the shit that's happened,
It's not that simple.
dude, I would hit him till he fucking broke.
It's not that simple. It's
all
not that
there is
simple.
to it.
We talk about how
Hey,
he,
it's not that simple.
listen,
It's not that simple.
It's pretty simple.
it's not. It's not.
It's not that simple.
It's not that simple. You know
Hey,
why?
It's not that
Why?
simple.
How many guys have been able to do that outside of Anderson in his entire career? And
It's that simple.
It's not. It's not as simple as you think it is.
You see what Weston Pike did to what's his nuts?
Vince Freeze.
Yeah,
Vince Freeze is also not
He
Justin
did get
Barsha.
suspended
matter.
though about it.
It's not Justin Barsha.
doesn't matter.
It wouldn't
I
happen.
would-
You wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
I would literally
you
just
could. You could.
torpedo him every race. Every
Then you won't
fucking
be
race.
racing. That's why guys don't do it. You shrug your shoulders, but like no guy is going to do that because they know that the next time you're on track with him, when you're off probation, he's going to do it to you, but he's going to do it better. There's a reason why guys don't do that because Barsha, as dumb as we call him when he puts that helmet on, he is too good at
He's
doing
very
it.
good at it. Yes,
Yes,
that is.
there's
that is
nobody
100%
better.
True. I'm
There's
not trying
nobody
to take that
better.
away.
What happened to Justin Bogle when he tried it? Justin Bogle took him off track. It's like it didn't even happen. Barsha just didn't care.
He didn't do it right. I'm telling you, I would torpedo it right into his fucking leg. Fuck him.
Cole? Have you ever tried to take somebody out like purposely?
Yeah, I was on a 65. And
Is it harder? Is it,
Yeah, I
is
was
it harder
gonna
than
say
it looks?
Libretto was on a 450.
Okay, well that's not a good. That's not okay. When you got on big bikes, have
Bad
you ever actually
example.
tried to take anybody out?
No, I tried to take a guy out on an 85, and we both ended up down.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
It
It's
is.
not as easy as you think. You shrug your
Like
shoulders, but it's
taking
not
somebody
that
out
easy.
is a skill.
It is a skill, and it is a skill to do it and not go down.
Let me just.
So he's talking about a hypothetical
Hold on,
world.
You want
Let me
to
just
ride out here this summer and
Let
try
me
to
just-
take me out?
No,
promise
I don't.
you.
Because
I will
let
give
me
you
just
$20 if you can take out Cole and not take
yeah, let's
yourself
do it.
out.
Film it.
Let me just clear the air here. I don't have the skill set to do it, so I'm not going to be.
But
able
you're
to do
talking
it.
about a hypothetical world where taking somebody out
in
is
a
not as
hypothetical
easy.
world where I was a professional rider. Yeah, dude,
Yeah, no.
Who would you be?
No. Not a chance in hell.
probably like a Weston Pike to be honest.
This
with you.
motherfucker.
I got bad fucking anger issues sometimes, especially when dumbasses like Vince Freeze take me out 3 times in a race.
When people like Tim comment.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh god. Hey, look, I feel really good because in all those comments that we got over the last 2 weeks, at not one point did I start cussing and swearing at anybody.
Hey, well, I will give Barsha a little bit of credit.
He's riding good.
One, he came from way back. He was in like 10th or whatever and rode his walls off to get to where he was. Two, he's got a hammer.
Oh my god. Look, man, he's riding fine. He's just doing Barsha things at this year. At this point.
Yeah, this is just who he is. You know?
But how stupid does it make the AMA look when he's doing this every single race and you put a guy on probation, then you don't put him on probation? Like,
I think-
you look fucking dumb.
Like I said, I think the problem is they put him on probation so many times. They're kind of like, what is the point? He's never going to
then
change.
they need to suspend him.
It's never going to happen. They're not going to suspend a guy of his caliber.
Then you're going to be called stupid and look dumb.
I don't think
You're just
they
gonna
care.
have to accept that.
Moral of the story is AMA just needs to grow some balls.
I don't think they
It's
care
exactly
though.
it.
I don't think they care.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, why would they give a shit when they run everything?
I mean,
Like just jackasses outside of the teams. Like they don't give a shit. We can sit up here and sit up on our soapbox and be like, you guys look like morons, and they do, but they don't care. They don't really care. It doesn't matter. They don't care.
I mean that's apparent.
Yeah. So like, it's not going to change.
Whatever.
But anyways, back to who got 7th.
Craig.
Yeah, we're done with Barsha.
Yeah, we're done with Barsha. He's the same guy. He's always going to be the same
All right,
guy.
so Craig gets 7th. Big Christian Craig fan.
Big Christian Craig fan.
That's a step in the right direction. That's for sure.
He's doing better. Yeah,
there
he
was
up
somebody
there
on
in
Vital said,
qualifying.
"Why is Craig sucking so bad?" And somebody goes, "You do realize that's the best he's rode all year, right?" They go, "He still sucks."
Yeah,
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know, man. It's better. We're moving in the right direction. He was up
better.
towards the top of the board in qualifying too, so that was better. So
Yeah, that's really all we can say about him. We really didn't see him on TV or anything. Was he skimming the whoops?
He was.
I don't know.
I don't know about in the main, but I know he was in the heat
Or was
race.
he jumping?
I don't know.
How'd he look in the whoops?
I think he looked fine. I mean,
It wasn't.
I think whatever
it
they're-
wasn't star 250 up.
no,
whoops.
but I think whatever they were testing, I think they're getting it figured out. But still, like, he's not as good as I thought he would be. But he's moving in the right direction. But the question is that how far is he going to move forward, though?
Well, he's moving forward because it's starting to be injury season.
Yeah, death cross.
Yeah. So 8th place, Joey Savacci. He's got 2 more rounds left. Here we are.
Give that man a fucking ride.
Yeah, even after he weeded his shit in
Yeah.
practice.
And he was hobbling.
Yeah.
So, I just hope he's getting paid.
I guess Rick has put some feelers out trying to get some more money to keep him going. So we'll
Give
see.
that man a ride, dude.
I hope he gets paid.
Just top 10, man. Just top 10.
Yeah, we'll see. So Colt Nichols, 9th place.
Hey, good for Colt Nichols.
Good fucking dude.
All right,
Good
so
looking dude.
Good
what is
looking
outside? I know the wrist issue that is always going to be from here till the end of time, but
He moved
What's-
forward last night. I want to point that out.
yeah,
though.
who was it? You that said this about somebody said a growing issue?
He had a groin. Yeah.
Okay, what's up with that? I didn't hear anything about that.
So he pulled it in between A1 and whatever the second round was there.
Well, in between A1, he got that 6th place. He was probably railing his old lady out and pulled that thing.
Did you just call Colt Nichols' girlfriend his old lady?
I said, old lady.
His old lady?
OL apostrophe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, the
The
two-
old lady.
He
Tuesday-
was railing the old lady.
Tuesday-
and the
Colt
groin.
Nichols is never going to come on this show now.
I believe it was Tuesday after A1. He pulled his groin at test track.
So he just wasn't riding though.
Yeah.
They
wasn't
call it
riding during the
That's what they're
week.
calling it, the test track now.
The test track.
And so he, up until last week,
What was he
couldn't
doing?
ride.
Was he-
Oh my God! Shut up!
Did he
Mute-
Look between
muting
the
your mic.
wrist and the growing issue.
Nope, your mic's muted now. Oh my God!
Oh my god.
He couldn't ride during the week for like until
Did he-
like
did he-
until like last week. So yes, he's literally just been going to the races and riding.
So that's not bad then. Knowing that, I mean, I knew about the wrist, and that's always going to be an issue. But knowing that he was also dealing with that too, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't. We know that some things led to him getting that 6th in A1. So like, I think that we could assume that he's just going to be top 10 if he's 100%.
Yep.
Or well, close to 100.
He rode through some guys too. They caught that. He's back a little ways. Caught Savacci in
Yep.
that group, and Roxon. Oof,
Yeah, we'll get to him in a minute.
that was rough. But caught him and charged the whole race. Which on that gnarly of a track, I think that's
Yeah,
a good sign for his fitness.
yeah. Justin
those-
Cooper's 10th. He's got a couple,
Terrible start.
He's got a couple more rounds in him.
What, just 2?
He says Daytona, but we'll see.
Daytona's the
Well,
last
he
round?
wasn't supposed to do this round.
Yeah.
and he-
I think it's really dependent at this point if Dylan comes back or not.
I don't think you'll see Dylan. I think Dylan's
Well, I
probably...
wouldn't be surprised because we'll get to RJ racing here.
Oh, yeah.
So
Fucker.
we'll see. But I mean, he's top 10 dude. Dean,
He's
Dean
impressive.
Wilson's not happy he's there. He wants him to fucking get the fuck out so he can improve another spot.
So we can
but
get a top 10.
Hey, man. J. Coop's impressive, though, on that 450.
he's doing a lot better than I thought.
I mean, if this is where he fits into the fold when he's on in Supercross, I think it's safe to say that he's going to be even better outdoors.
Here's the funny thing is that
Which is wild
somebody,
'cause he's got a
somebody
Supercross
asked
bike.
him, dead ass,
Did she just go dead ass?
dead ass
Dude,
asked
no
him,
cap.
No cap, cuz.
Busting it. On God. On God.
Okay.
like if what the deal was for next year or whatever, and he basically just danced around it. And it's like, dude, just tell us that you either got to win the outdoor title or that like you agreed to a deal that was going to put you on a 450 all year next year, and that's why you're doing this is to warm up for that. But he basically just danced around it and didn't want to answer the question essentially. So,
I feel like that was always the
which I'm just
end
like,
goal, though, is
I'm
he
like,
was going to be
just
full
say
50
it.
full time.
I was like, just say it. Just be like, dude, I got a deal for next year
he's-
to go 450
he's
full
got
time.
to.
Yeah, I'm riding the Kawasaki.
I feel like he's got to be the second guy at Star. There's no way that they're just going to let him go. Because I don't know where Dylan's going to end up, but I don't see Dylan. And we talked about this like 2 years ago.
Dylan's got to be going to Kawasaki.
That is going to be a terrible fit for him if he goes to Kawasaki.
No way Ando stays there.
Well, I don't think Ando stayed.
Ando ain't going anywhere until Bobby Hewitt's around.
Yeah, I was about to say Ando will be on Cowie, but I don't think he ends his career with
get to
Cowie.
this.
I tried to talk to the Triumph guys. They were at the show in Vegas.
Yeah.
Nothing, dude. They wouldn't give me nothing.
What do you mean? What did you ask them?
So I was like, hey, what's up with the race
How much
team?
horsepower is that
Hey-
450 putting out?
And I was like, hey, yeah, what's the bike like? All this shit. And they were like, we know nothing.
Did they have a bike there?
No. When are you unveiling it? We don't know.
This kind of sounds like Red Bull in their car at their Formula One preview. They could have just rolled up with a KTM and put plastic that said Triumph
So,
on it.
No,
Oh, no, that's
they're
aluminum
all
chassis.
in on racing. They're all in on it, but they're doing a damn good job of keeping it under wraps.
Yeah, because never mind.
Interesting.
Yeah, Jay Coop's got to be the second guy.
you would think so. We'll get there. Anyway,
Maybe
However, I
Rest on-
did mention the Moto compound thing, Moto X compound,
Yeah.
and Bobby Hewitt, and they're like, yeah, we appreciate you being plugged into some of the stuff that is out there.
Interesting. All right. Ken Roxon, 11th. A
Panic button.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck happened there?
This is-
You
it's
know
Ken-
what? Keep talking about it. I'm getting on Amazon, getting a panic button.
This is Kenny. This is Kenny, man.
Did he...
Kenny has gone.
How do you
from-
come out and win the heat race like that, though, and then...
Kenny has gone, and this whole thing going on in the whoops for the last couple weeks. When is the last time you've seen Kenny struggle this bad in whoops?
Yeah, and the part that blows my mind is he's like, yeah, this bike's good in the whoops. Like, my heart felt happy, blah, 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 and now the bike
And
sucks.
dude, he just looks, even with that heat race win, he just looks dejected on the podium. He doesn't look happy. I know he's been doing the social media with the Kickstart Kenny thing and all the joking around. But anytime I see him in any of the videos, whether it be interviews, press day, any video with Weege, like he just doesn't look like he's happy anymore. And
Is he thinking, like, what the fuck did I just do?
I'm very I don't think it has anything to do with the bike. I think this is just Kenny, and I'm very nervous. Last year, we all know, and we're not going to bring this up, it was a different thing. But I'm very nervous that we're going down the road of not what was going on last year, but he just gets to the point that he's just giving up.
Anybody notice how sweaty he was after that heat race?
Yeah.
Anybody hear how hot it was there?
Wasn't hot. It's cold. There was a lot of hoodies
Thank you.
being moored.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are
Anybody
you
think
going with this? Is this tinfoil hat kind of shit? Or what?
maybe you think he's off the sauce? That's part of our struggle here. We're on Struggle Street because
I think if he was-
Because the heat was onto him a little bit?
I don't know. I'm just,
You want to thank David Pingree for that one?
I'm just saying.
So
Nah,
the
man,
heat was on a little bit and he's off the sauce? Yeah, there might be something to that.
I'm just saying he was sweating real hard after a
Listen,
6
man,
minute
I don't
heat
care
race.
what kind of sauce you're on. You shouldn't look that shitty through the whoops after your history.
Here's the thing. Why should we be surprised? Kenny has been doing this since 2018. Mm-hmm. Looks really good at the opening rounds and then shits the sheets.
I don't know.
And don't get it twisted.
Sucks to see, dude.
Don't get it twisted. He is shitting the sheets.
Yeah, this is.
I don't really care about that heat race win. Like that was cool, but
Here's my thing though. They're all him, Chiz, McElrath. They're all trying to be positive about that bike, but it's like none of you guys are doing.
which is funny
what
because
the fuck
McElrath
you've
actually
done
looks
before.
better in the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
McElrath has
Chiz,
gotten better. Chiz hurt his knee, crashed.
Yeah.
Like,
McElrath looks better because
And-
McElrath
and-
went from being like just getting into the main, and then he was like 17th, and he was 15th, and he was running top 10 for a few laps last night.
Yeah, and on top of that too, I guess the last couple weeks, Chiz has just been doing nothing but suspension testing for Kenny, so he hasn't really been getting to like ride motos. He brought that up in a post race interview I was listening to. So
For Chiz and McElrath, I think, and I'm not saying that the bike setup is not a issue for Kenny.
Yeah.
I think it's more for Chiz and McElrath. But as far as Kenny goes, I don't think it's the bike. I think this is just Kenny.
maybe
Kenny's been doing this for how many years now? Like,
he's like, get me to World Supercross and get me paid.
yeah.
dude, if Joey comes into World Supercross, Kenny might not even win that.
12th place, Dean Wilson.
Dude, Diener the Wiener.
Diener the Wiener.
So I don't really know what his bike situation was, but I
It's-
saw on Twitter.
It's a wiener.
Well, he's got one of them between his legs, that's for sure. What? What? He's got a Honda between his legs. What are you talking about?
I can't even go in the pits anymore.
We weren't allowed anyway.
Just wait.
Shout out Sean Brennan.
Shout out Sean Brennan.
Yeah, you ruined that a long time ago.
Yeah, thanks,
Fine.
Travis.
I don't give two
Fucking
fucks.
cock.
Anyway.
We'll see what happens at Indy here.
Oh, you think Daytona Motorsports Group cans him?
What?
What?
Nothing.
Anyways.
You know, like won the buyout.
No, Dino's looking. He's riding good.
What I was gonna say is on Twitter, he did. I don't know what shock he rode on because he checked a bag with his shock in it, and Southwest lost it. So he gets to the race and he has no shock for his race bike. So I don't know what he rode with. And then today I get on Twitter and it's him sitting in front of the airport. Hey guys, found my shock, and it was today. So what? First off, I don't know what makes you think you can check a bag with a pressurized canister of a shock through TSA.
Nobody said Dean was smart.
Yeah, he's smart with marketing. That's about it. But in women's selection, and
Don't they check suspension all the time?
I don't know.
Overseas races, though.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
ship that shit. I don't think they bring it on the plane with them.
Yeah, because they're usually bringing them in the huge boxes, the travel boxes.
Which they check.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay.
Well, I don't know. Either way, he didn't have a shock. He was riding on something else. Maybe he got the BFRC or whatever.
Maybe.
Maybe he got Sexton's hand-me-down. But either way, 12th. He's just right there.
He's like a solid
there.
11 to 14
Yeah.
guy.
Yep. And then he might sneak in there. Besides getting torpedoed by Hill.
And then run over by Barsha.
And then fucking shoulder checked by Barsha.
That was rough.
I think I could see a couple top 10s out of him this year, maybe at like the Speedway rounds.
I hope.
We'll see.
I think he get top 10 at
yeah.
Daytona.
I hope. I'm a Dean fan. I
You're
dig
Dean or
Dean.
the Wiener?
Dean's Dean.
Dean is
Dean.
Dean's Dean. I'll just like Dean because his dad's awesome.
All right.
Dean's the Ween.
Moving on here. Hill Brothers, 13th, 14th.
Hey.
Boy.
Justin Hill is a good you motherfucker.
So the Hill Brothers have been in the mains. Good for them. Moving on.
Listen.
Justin Hill is a good fucking
Hey,
rider.
I know you want to shit on the Hill brothers,
Like literally and figuratively.
and I know you really want to shit on Justin Hill. However, I did not expect Josh Hill to be the better Hill brother, and he's slowly becoming the better Hill brother.
I mean, Josh Hill was kind of always the better Hill brother, and then he just took time off.
Well, now this year, like
Started doing
I
a lot of
expected
cocaine.
Justin to be better this year, but he rode. They were tail to tail,
Yeah.
and then Cincerillo was getting lapped, and he's like, "Fuck this sucks." And then fucking Josh Hill passes Cincerillo. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the fuck happened to Justin. I figured he'd be a little better, but
He didn't inject himself with
but
anything.
here's the thing. What?
What?
Who?
What? What?
What'd you say?
Boobies.
That's it.
You picked Cincerillo for your All Star? I wish.
No.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Josh Hill, we always forget that this is a 450 class winner, a guy that was in the title hunt at one time.
Factory
you know.
250 rider, probably one of the most hyped riders of the mid 2000s.
Yeah, so we do shit on the guy nowadays, but
At least he doesn't look like a meth head like his brother.
hey, they're good fucking riders, both.
They
of them.
are. There's a lot of
ever
people
said
that wish
that.
there's a lot of people that wish they had half the talent those two dudes
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, old boy's fucking jumping Surons out in the hills during the week.
I mean, could you
know?
imagine? Did we just talk about Dean Wilson? If Dean Wilson had Justin Hill and Josh Hill's talent,
Yeah.
you know, dude already won a title.
All right. AC 15th.
Just doing all the laps
Doing
when he's
all
not
the
getting taken
laps.
out by Barsha.
The arm is
Okay, we're not
Not
gonna do
good.
that.
Nope. Shane 16th.
Was running, like I said, running top 10 for a while. A few laps.
Benny just had another quiet week here.
I like how was it the heat race, or I don't know if it was the heat race or the main, where that curving rhythm section, all of a sudden Benny just not
just
even in
comes
the shot, and he just comes
bonsaiing back on
barreling
the track.
into the shot. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, only Betty Bloss would just not even be
Hey.
in the frame,
But a
and then he's
quiet
just in the,
17th.
good
in the-
for him, dude. Just do all the laps, like
Are we talking about AC or Benny Bloss?
both. Never picking them both in fantasy.
Benny Bloss is he's literally just trying to do all of the laps, and what I mean by all of the laps, I mean even just in practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, real shit, dude. Like that guy has DNF'd more races than anybody I know.
How wild is it to think that 3 years ago during COVID cross that he was battling for top 3 in a main when we were in the Utah residency
Yeah.
or whatever the hell.
Yeah, or when he was the Horizon Award winner, kicking everybody's ass at Loretta's.
Well, you know, it also helps when your dad's got a lot of money. So
Chiz 18th. Cade Clayson 19th. Moranz 20th. Cartwright 21st. And Freddie Norn 22nd.
that 450 LCQ was like maybe the most quiet 450 LCQ I think we've ever had.
Both of them were.
No, that 250 LCQ is
250
not
was
quiet.
pretty,
I
yeah.
have a rant about that one.
Okay.
We can get to it in the
What are you
250s.
ranting about?
We can
It's not really a
we can
rant.
but-
It's not really a rant. It's more about what happened at the end of that race that I just don't understand.
Okay.
That Devin Harriman should have
Hold
fucking
on.
We're
cleaned
gonna
him
get to
out.
that.
Hold
Yeah, we'll
on.
get to that.
Anything else with 450s? Then we'll get to rants here.
No, I'm happy for Josh Cartwright though that he just keeps making mains.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Cartwright is the guy we did not talk about ever making mains all year, and
Yep.
he's just making.
I mean, he
just about
said,
every
"Hey,
one of them.
told Weege, I've always been a 450 guy and I've always had the speed." I mean, he was good on 250,
Yeah.
and to think that he's just doing this for fun.
Yep. All right.
No, I guess that's all I can think about. What else did I see?
450 wrap up brought to you by Gutter Works. Always well hung like Justin Barsha.
Is that like our
Now,
new slogan?
yeah,
No, nice.
it's just I'm trying to come up with creative stuff here. So that's my creative mind at work.
Okay,
All right.
it's hot.
Great.
Yeah, Justin Barsha destroying.
All right. Let's get into
That was
Holster Co. Reload rant.
I'm gonna destroy you.
destrote you.
Do you have a Holster Co. Reload rant?
I don't know if you call the what I talk about the 250 LCQ as a
You
rant.
said you were
just-
going to rant, so rant.
Okay, so and it's about Devin Harriman, and people have talked about enough about this on the on podcasts, like they don't understand. I can't even remember like what the finishing order. Like, didn't Dylan Walsh win that? I don't know who got second.
Yes.
But between like everything that happened with Caden Amarine, Max Miller, Maxwell Sanford, Hunter Schlosser, Devin Harriman, there was a lot of shit going on. Devin Harriman, you're in third in the LCQ. You're in. Why are you? I get you're trying to like make. No, he was in fourth. You're clearly in. You have the speed to get in.
He fucked up the last rhythm.
I'm like, dude, why are you trying to pass? What, one more gate pick in the LC? Dude, you're going to be last, second to last. Big deal. You just need to make mains to make money, to not go into the red after this race. Because I don't know what his deal is. I know he's done some arena cross. Why is it that these, I'm not calling Devin Harriman this, but some of these people, these fucking moron kids, why are you trying to make a pass when you're in the main for one more gate pick?
Who did he try to make him pass on?
He tried to make a pass on Maxwell Sanford.
Where at?
Like, okay, so you know that little floater double before the first set of whoops?
Yep.
He tried to run in and deep on Sanford, and he completely blew the corner. So that allowed Hunter Schlosser to get inside of him, which set him up for the next section, which Hunter Schlosser went around him. And then Devin Harriman just like completely bombed both set of whoop sections.
Hey, man.
But it's like,
Racecraft.
exactly. Like, dude, you just need to make mains. Why are you trying to make a pass that is unnecessary? Because I'm here to tell you, if he doesn't do that, he makes it in the main. So you went from however much money you were going to make to now you're not making any money and you just look dumb. I don't have anything against Devin Harriman. I think Devin Harriman actually, from what I see, seems like a pretty cool dude. But why do these kids, and we see it in the 450s, why do these kids continually, I need to make one more spot so I can get a good gate pick? Bro, you're either going to be on the all the way outside or all the way inside. It doesn't matter. You went from making some money, shit money, but some money, to now you made no money. Like, am I the only one that sits there when you watch that shit and go, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, no, you're correct.
Like, I don't get that. Like, it's totally unwarranted. I don't know, dude. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, you're in. Good for Hunter Schlosser. He got in, but he wasn't going to. I don't know. I don't know if you call that a rant, just as, like, I don't understand what goes through these kids' minds. They just shut their brain off and become,
I don't
like,
know.
infants.
Not a lot of brain power going around the LCQs, man.
It's not wrong.
Trying to think if I got a rant.
All right, I'll go through mine here. Holster Co. Reload rant. So, here's my rant. We've been getting destroyed in the comments
Oh, this is about us.
for saying that Deegan got that fourth place somewhat gifted to him, handed to him, however you want to mention it.
Handed.
We can't say that. We are assholes for saying that. He earned that. You got to stay on the bike, all that stuff. So we're not allowed to say that because apparently that's not true. However, I'm listening to Tomac talk yesterday, and he says he got a gift from Chase, but we can't say that Deegan got a gift. Go fuck yourselves, everyone. Go fuck yourselves.
Eli Tomac got gifts.
Eli Tomac got a gift from Chase by crashing and letting him win that.
You know what they would say? Eli's stupid. Deegan's better. That's how that conversation
He's
was.
coming for Jeremy McGrath.
But we cannot say that.
He's coming for Ricky Carmichael.
We cannot say that about Deegan.
No, we can't.
Y'all can go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you comment this much in videos, man.
That's because there's a lot of comments.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, I'm good. I like the comments.
I am
I
too.
love it. I love comments. I don't care if they're bad, negative, like Cole's a fucking idiot. Hey, call me an idiot, somebody, please.
I mean, we're all idiots,
Tim
but-
will. Don't worry. Tim's coming for you.
Tim doesn't know me, I don't think.
Did you have a rant?
I'm trying to think if I do have a rant.
Anybody see that Tim Geyser crash?
I
today?
got a rant.
No.
I got a rant. Travis's grammatical errors on all the
boy.
all
There
the
we go.
videos.
Do you know how many posts a day I do?
None of them have spell check on them.
No, they don't.
You should get. Hey, can somebody donate to Patreon and get this man Grammarly?
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus! Plagiarism. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is just the way the Deegan fans are. We're all morons. We can't talk bad about him. And
Dude,
I truly believe that had social media been around in the Travis Pastrana days or the James Stewart days, or I mean, I can't really think about anybody else who was in the limelight before they were really a professional outside of those two. Because like Ricky goes way back, but like he wasn't in the limelight like James and Travis were.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it'd be the same thing. Like you can't do anything. You can't talk about them. We're not allowed to talk about them. We're a stupid podcast that like our algorithm. We're just doing it for the algorithm.
Yes.
Like here's the thing.
Yes, we are.
Here's the thing that I don't understand.
Let me tell you. Yes.
Own it. Fucking own it.
The thing I don't understand with these people, and I don't think they understand it. Like, look, we've all said this. We don't get paid to do this. Like, we have normal jobs.
We're just
doing
into,
this.
like talk
Yeah.
about motocross.
But it's like, okay, I don't listen to Pulp, but does Steve Mathis criticize Hayden at all? Has he said anything like?
He said the exact thing we did.
Okay, is it
he
anybody
exceeded
blowing-
expectations?
Do people blow his shit
I
up?
assume so. Yes. He
So
gets
like,
destroyed all the time.
so like, unless you're Jace, who is actually friends with Brian and likes Hayden and the whole family, anybody who says anything negative about the kid. Here to tell you, the same shit happens in stick and ball sports. Happens in every part of the
yeah,
happens
listen,
in everything. If you do your job to not the level that everybody thinks, or if you're not winning all the time, you're always going to get critiqued. So it's like I don't understand what these people think we're doing. Like we're not like
Our job on the podcast is to critique and break down races as we see it as normal fans.
yeah. We have nothing to gain out of the whole Hayden Deegan thing outside of we're just giving our opinion.
Oh, we have a lot to gain. Views.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, people say the same shit about Haley in the NASCAR world.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, can't fucking drive, 48 starts, 2 top 10s. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like I don't understand. And the crazy thing is that I think that no matter what that kid does in his career, his fan base will always be blind. They'll be like, oh, he's still gonna do it. He's still gonna do it. It's like, dude, you just are who you are sometimes.
Hey.
And right now he's doing better
This
than all
is
of us.
who he is.
Well, he's doing better than all of us expected. But what are you guys gonna freak out if a kid doesn't ever win a championship?
dude, Brian is just laughing all the way to the bank. He's just like, eh.
Sounds like a goat. I don't really understand.
He's pulling into the Chase Bank right now.
I don't understand it though. I don't think I've seen a fan base. The one guy, Kurtis Hodges, made this comment about the Jet thing, about the Jet homers. Dude,
Yeah.
the Deegan fans are 10 notches above the Jet people. Like,
you know what's worse?
what?
The MXGP homers.
I'm surprised you haven't
Some
seen
of them
that
are
Timmy
named
G
Justin.
crash for today.
Some of them named Justin. The GP guys are going to come win Daytona every year.
They might win Daytona.
Oh God.
I mean, here's the thing: is
Who's winning Daytona this year?
I don't know, man. It could be a lot of people. You got Hunter, Vial, you got Max, Jamar. I don't know.
No, I'm talking that the dudes that are fresh off the boat that you say are going to come win.
What if Tom Vial wins Daytona?
Then I will shake your hand and tell you
Big
that.
Air Tom.
Big Air Tom's not Tom Vial.
Big Air
Big
Tom.
Air Tom was going to win Daytona.
I thought he
bro.
was
gonna
gonna win
wax
Daytona.
everybody, dude.
Thought he was gonna win
Everything.
Daytona.
He was a god. That was like a Deegan fan there. He was a god on a dirt
No, I
bike.
just like Thomas Covington. He was an American riding the GP series, and he came back home.
Yeah, and he was gonna wax everybody.
That
went well.
I didn't
That
say he
went
was
well.
gonna
It would have
wax
been a
him.
cool story.
It would have been a cool story.
Are you saying Thomas Covington's not a good rider?
Didn't age well.
He's a good fucking rider.
He is
He's
a
a
good
good fucking rider.
Yeah,
I don't think any of these guys are shitty fucking riders.
clearly.
All right.
There are some shitty fucking riders that were in the night show.
Anything
last night.
else?
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm not
with the
mentioning any
rants?
names, but I saw one guy. I think a PW50 at an SJO race could have rolled through the whoops better.
Anybody got anything
about
else?
McKellen
Any other
Hiles.
rants? Any other rants?
No.
Okay.
No.
Holster Co. Reload rants. You Hayden homers, go fuck yourselves. Anyway.
Yeah, the fan base, what you guys got to remember, is young, naive,
That is true, but then we also there's
old dudes
There's
that are
old dudes in there. They're
beating
like,
me up,
oh, you
too."
shouldn't talk shit about him.
Okay.
Like, dude,
Pedophiles. What?
Okay, well, that
You
was,
think? I'm not going there.
No,
I'm
no.
not going there.
All right,
I'm
time
not
for our
going there.
Complete Racing Solutions comment of the week. So this is we take the best comment we get off of either Instagram, YouTube, something, and we've started highlighting some of the YouTube comments because they're awesome on Instagram.
Tim won
there.
twice. I saw.
Tim
so.
won twice there. This is actually not a Tim comment. In fact, I forgot to put the guy's name down. But anyway, so here is our Complete Racing Solutions comment of the week. It's brought to you by one of our YouTube videos here. So keeps bringing Deegan up to grow their worthless content. Sounds like a bunch of Lil, L-I-L, like Lil Uzi Vert or something like that. Sounds like a bunch of little girls hoping a kid doesn't shine. Sorry, I didn't write your name down because I don't fucking care who you are. And yeah, that's exactly it. You nailed it. Great job. You're doing super things by commenting on my YouTube video, dumb shit like this. Thank you. So yeah, I didn't even write your name down because you're worthless. Much like our content.
So what happens if they dislike videos?
I think I'm the only one who can see that.
What's that do to the algorithm though?
I don't know.
Probably fucks us.
I don't think so. Because we get some that we get a lot of dislikes on. Like the Deegan fan base goes hard.
but
with
yet
the
they're still
dislikes.
commenting on every video.
But they're still commenting and viewing.
Is there another comment in there? Is there
No,
another?
that's the only one.
Oh, the
wrote
one
down.
I loved is that what was it? I don't know what video because there's like 9,000 of them. Weird how a small time YouTube channel is doing content on Deegan. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? What the fuck does that a small time? Okay, yeah, of course we're small, but what is the size of our YouTube channel have anything to do talking about?
I think
hating
it was
Deegan?
just like that was kind of like a jab, like you guys are small, you dick riding the Deegan name to get.
But here's the thing:
Let me
to
ask you
dick,
this.
to
Do they
dick
go-
ride someone, that means you have to be in favor of them.
Do they go comment on everyone's video who does a breakdown or whatever of any sort of music video or any sort of sports sequence or anything like
I
that?
don't know, but guess what? Do you watch the Deegan videos? Have you been watching them?
Not really.
Now that he is in the pro ranks.
I watched
No.
like the first one.
So I will watch the ones that are like the race recaps
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. The intro's hype. Do you watch that intro?
Yes, I have
It's
seen that.
pretty fucking
Yeah.
hype.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty good.
credit where credit is due, people. The
Yeah,
intro.
some guy's good at what they do.
And he's a good fucking rider.
He's a good fucking rider,
a
but
good
they stepped up the production value
Mm-hmm.
for the race recaps and stuff.
Well, they got to now. He's not an amateur.
I don't care. Well, whatever. It's money well spent.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's,
Oh, yeah, of
it's,
course.
I don't know. That intro is pretty fucking hype.
Yeah. So we're just
How about his track walk shoes for sale? Did you see those?
Yeah, that was funny.
What were they? They're fucking ungodly amount. Somebody
Yeah.
bought them.
Yeezys.
Yeah. Comment down below your thoughts on him selling his track walk shoes.
I just don't get it.
I think
man.
that was
Or
a
the
cool
person
move,
that bought them
or
for
not.
$800.
Somebody bought
No,
those.
it's a
for,
cool move because it goes to charity.
Somebody
but
bought those
Yeah.
for $800 though.
I think so. They're like some Nike dunks he wore on
Oh,
a fucking
God.
track walk. Or
Speaking of charity, we'll see how many people watch the video to the middle here like this, okay? So I want to provide...
What's this? What segment? What you got here?
I just want to provide
Or you're
some...
just spitballing?
Kind of.
Does this have anything to do with charity?
Kind of.
God, I hope this is not going where I think this is going.
What?
Just go ahead. No, go ahead.
So I would like to support some more privateers. As you all know, we support Mr. Kevin Moranz.
Oh, that's not where I thought this was going.
Hang on. I think I still know where it's going.
Okay, anyways, go ahead.
This is,
What?
Go ahead.
I'm at Cedar Point right now. We're at the top of the Millennium right now.
Where
Oh, dude,
where do you
Millennium.
We're on
think
our
this
way
is
to the
going?
top.
Look, bro, Millennium's old school, bro.
Well,
It's the
anyway,
dragster.
we're on our way to the top right now. It's looking good. And it's
Dragster's
gonna
not open anymore.
It's gonna
Oh,
drop by
well,
the end.
whatever.
Where do you think this is going?
You are almost to the top, and you are almost about to O.
It's going. So here's. I'm gonna predict.
This
what
has
you're saying.
gotten
This
way
is-
off.
I think it's gonna go up. Like I want to support some privateer guys. But if they fucking cancel me, fuck them.
Or if you shit the sheets in fantasy, fuck you.
No, that wasn't where I was going at all with this. So you guys
Okay,
are way
anyway.
off on
If I
that.
sponsor you, Feld won't let me.
You can't run our shit because you'll get canceled.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. This
Okay,
this
wow.
isn't where I was going at all with this.
All right, anyways, go ahead.
It
I wanna-
might now.
No.
Oh.
So I want to support some more privateer guys. So what I want to start doing, and I need everybody to go follow like the Instagram and the Facebook, is I want to start doing some small time raffles. Maybe we'll do like a little pack. I've got a bunch of gloves and stuff over there, so maybe we'll do like a set of gloves and a t-shirt or two or something like that. Small raffles, maybe like 50 spots, $10 a piece. That gets us like $500. We're giving away stuff that we just have sitting around anyway that we've had for giveaways forever. And then we can take that money and donate it to a different privateer every time we do one type stuff. So comment down below if you would be willing to participate in that. This is going to be very low level type stuff. The big deal is like we're just trying to help bring some people together, bring some money together to help some more privateers. Because I don't know, do you guys watch that?
Here's what we should do.
Oh,
we
boy.
should collaborate with our partner Eric Grondel at Zaffle.
That gets us into a whole realm of things that I don't want to be involved in.
Why?
Because they're a legitimate giveaway company. We're just selling like a $10 sponsorship.
You know
block
who
to
that
the
should
show.
go to? Because he likes the stuff on Instagram. Tristan Lane.
Yeah,
Take it to Tristan
like
Lane.
him. I mean, did you watch Kiefer's thing on Racer X, which was like the other side
Yeah.
of the pits
Not
or
yet.
whatever?
From A1.
Yeah,
probably
no, it was
pretty
A2.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
where he was out in the privateer pits talking to people. It was pretty good.
Greco, Kev was
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
I don't know who else was on there.
Yep. So, yeah, I just want to help some guys like that out. We've been reached out to by the Dirt Bike Depot team to help them at a round too, which I'd like to, but our budget's just not that big. So what I'm hoping is to sort of crowdfund this into existence here with our fans for, like I said, with some of these raffle things or whatever. So I'll put some stuff together and we'll see if we can get one or two of these off the ground before the end of the
We gotta
Supercross
figure out
season.
how to set it up though, because I don't know how you're gonna be able to crack a raffle off Instagram or something. You know, you're gonna have to funnel somebody into another link.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. I don't know. I got to think about this a little bit, but comment down below if you guys would be interested.
It's an idea.
in doing
If you want to
that.
help us work on this idea,
I'd eventually like to get to the point where I can do like a pit bike or something.
raffle off a pit bike.
Yep.
Oh, so you're gonna raffle the one off in the corner that you just looked at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that was not smooth at all.
At some point.
Oh,
All right. Anything else?
Did you just go,
Anything else before we take a break here?
Are we going straight into 250s?
No, we're gonna take a break because
No.
Kev wanted to come on about now. So
I don't really care.
okay, cool.
you don't care about Kev?
No, I care
Jake?
about Kev, but I just don't want to hear this bullshit that Travis is going to be pissed at him because he fucked his fantasy.
All
Listen,
right.
can we not do the normal questions with Kev?
Yeah, sure.
What questions do you want to ask him? Did he lay pipe?
Because he ain't gonna tell you that.
None of
Tried
the.
that one already.
None of the. This is Travis every time he starts off. So, how was the track?
Yeah, how was that quad? Here's the thing, I can already tell you, he didn't do the quad.
Probably not, but I'm gonna ask. Did you do the quad?
Did you do the quad? And then he's going to come
Either
back,
of the quads?
and then he's going to come back and go, "Are you fucking out of your mind?" By the way-
and then is it gonna be like, did you do that line I told you?
By
to
the way,
do?
before we go
I
to
didn't do
break,
that. I didn't tell me
when
to
is
do
the last time we've seen a line out of a rhythm section that even the 450s couldn't hook?
Yeah.
That has been a very long time that we've seen a stretch where even the 450 guys are like, "Nope, I'm out."
And Jet tried it.
And Jet failed every
Twice.
time. Failed every time.
He actually, in
rest.
practice, he hit it.
Yeah,
No.
when the fucking face was just smooth as shit.
Yeah.
No rest on that track. So.
Nope.
No, that was a
All right.
was a good one.
We're going to take a little break here, and we'll be right back. All right. And we're back. Cole's not paying attention as per normal.
per usual.
Well, I was looking at my Daytona 5.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn you back on.
I was looking at my Daytona 500 bets.
Spoiler: Ricky Stenhouse won.
Yeah.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Definitely won't be a spoiler by the time this comes out, though.
Well, spoiler alert.
Are you guys having strokes tonight?
A little bit.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I'm talking like Ward Burton.
Talking about what nigga.
You remember Ward Burton?
God.
Anyways.
All right. Anyway.
Oh, dude, look, I got $3 because Kyle Busch got a top 5.
All right. Let's move on here.
Guy's still alive.
250 race recap brought to you by our friends at Adept Creative Co. Check them out for all your graphics needs. I need to get a hold of them also.
So before we go into this race recap, though, I don't know if either of you guys have seen this. Maybe not, but this probably won't interest you at all. But it will interest Cole. Did you see what's going on with your boy Bogle for the summer?
Why you gotta treat me like an asshole?
Because you don't really care about Justin Bogle like Cole and me do.
I like Justin Bogle.
Did you see what's going on with your boy Bogle?
Definitely don't follow anything.
Yeah, he's a good fucking rider.
No, do you see-
anything
did you see-
with motorcycles?
Well, he's going to Canada to kick your boy Harrison's ass.
Did you see- First off, that's not.
why
gonna happen.
did you stare at me? It's
First
not
off,
my boy.
First off, that's not going to happen. But did you see what?
You think what?
Yeah, I know. It's not.
You don't
gonna
think Bogle's going to beat Harrison?
No, he is going to be on a 250 and he's going to be riding for a 7 Kawasaki team. You look like a fucking moron.
This guy doesn't think Bogle is going to beat Harrison.
No, because I don't think Bogle can keep it together for 35 minutes because he like fucking goes blind 20 minutes into a moto.
I don't know. Bogle has multiple 250 podiums and a couple 450 wins.
He does,
to
but
his
he
credit.
also has had a lot of concussions and literally like he has having vision problems like 20 minutes into a moto.
He's not doing World Supercross?
No, dude, he's riding for a 7 Kawasaki team on a 250 up in Canada.
Weird.
Did you see that though?
He's going to be swagging.
Go ahead and deep
He's gonna
throat
be
that microphone.
Did you see that though?
Yes, I saw that.
Okay.
That's why I said he's going to kick your boy Harrison's ass.
Oh, well, I just thought you were like, oh, he's just going, but okay, yeah. He's
I know. He's riding a Cowie.
yeah.
He can be swag dripping.
Okay.
People were
cap.
bitching about the press release. They were like, first off, why didn't you have any pictures of the bike? You just had graphics. Second off, why did you not talk about Justin Bogle and his wins? That could have been marketed better. And I'm just like, God, dude, people bitch about everything.
Social
these days.
media, I hate people sometimes. I love and hate social media. It's a blessing
But
and a
to my
curse.
point, I do love that Bogle is going to be riding outdoors somewhere this summer. I think that is really, really cool.
I would tune in just to watch him do whips.
I think it's going to be awesome for that series. That 250 class is pretty stacked, but I do think he should have been the 450 because that 450 class has like Dylan Wright, and that's about it. And the Medallia and Tyler Medallia.
Medaglia.
I call him Medallia.
Medallia.
Silent G.
Like a
That's
medallion
what the boys
steak.
at GPF back in the day used to call him Medallia.
A medallion steak.
Well,
Anyways,
now you sound stupid in 2 languages.
did you hang out with the Medallia brothers back in the day? No, shut up.
Did you hang out with the Medallia brothers back
A few
in the day?
times, but they don't
Or
remember.
were
who
you
I am.
just breathing the same air?
That was aggressive.
No, I was hanging out with them and T. Sewell
He
and
was just
Kelly
like
Smith
this.
and
He
all
was
them.
just like, yeah.
Also, remember the
Sure,
story
so
of the
good.
night that T. Sewell brought beer back from Germany and was thinking it was cool. Kelly Smith thought he was stupid.
Sure.
You were just
Yeah, dude. Me and Wyatt Gilmore used to be boys, so we'd hang out in the trailer all the time.
just looking over their shoulders.
Can we?
No, man, Kelly Smith and me used to be good friends back in the day. Shut the fuck up.
Kelly Smith's in the fucking house.
I love that guy. Luddington in the house.
Listen,
will.
here's my race tech rant.
Just be over.
Hang on.
First off, Race Tech doesn't sponsor this podcast.
Whatever, dude.
So-
This is my holster co rant,
Okay.
and Kelly Smith is bringing it up for me.
Okay.
You not like Kelly Smith?
Just trying to do the
I
250
don't know.
recap.
I don't know him personally or
He's a
have
good guy.
anything against him.
A little cocky, though.
But what is up with all these retired pro riders? I see Kelly Smith on Facebook, and people are like, "Hey, man, you going riding this weekend?" And he's like, "Oh no, man, I don't have a bike. Nobody will give me a bike. Go fucking buy a bike.
I'm here to tell you that's who Kelly Smith is. He's
Go
always been
buy a
like that.
fucking bike."
You know what he's probably actually doing? He's probably flying his planes.
so
He's
if I
big into the
ask-
whole aviation thing.
Hey,
back in
well,
the
if you want to go ride and you like riding, go buy a fucking bike. Don't rely on David Allen Racing or Fox Power Sports or Babbitt's to give you a fucking bike.
Exactly. Kelly,
Cool,
if you're
cool,
watching
yeah,
this,
you're Kelly Smith, dude. Cool, yeah.
I wouldn't know who he is.
The kids
unless he
that are
told
riding
me.
the 85.
you don't know who
class-
Kelly Smith is?
I know who he is by name, but I don't know what he looks like or anything.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, and the kids
He
riding
could
the
walk-
85 class right now, or riding, or people in the 250A class right now probably don't even know who Kelly Smith is.
Which is really sad. Anyways.
Okay, well, that's
Sorry.
just what it is. Quit asking for bikes, you retired old riders. Fucking quit asking for
I
bikes.
feel like you just got triggered.
Wow.
You just got triggered.
Yeah, because it's annoying because I work in power sports
Does it upset you
dealerships.
if they also still have professional dirt bike rider in their fucking profile? Or
It probably does, but guess
That
what?
guy definitely could still rock that.
He could still put that in his bio.
Yeah, because he could probably stick on.
He qualifies.
Yeah, he could qualify for a national probably right now if he wanted to.
Now, same thing. Todd DeHoop.
can we get to the race recap?
Very unfortunate what happened to him.
Oh boy!
But why are you asking for bikes?
I'm out.
You were a salesman
one.
for a good job. Like, why didn't? you
Because
just
this
go
is
buy a
what
bike?
retired, semi-accomplished professional riders do.
I don't know, man. Just buy a bike,
Todd
man.
DeHoop.
Support your dealer.
Not calling you semi-accomplished. I'm just never mind. Anyways, let's get to this race recap.
All right, 250 race recap brought to you by our friends at Adept Creative Co. for all your graphics needs and making custom bar pads too.
I'm getting canceled for that.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just already here. People are. I'm a dick. Sorry.
Yeah, because you brought up 2 Michigan legends, so you're definitely gonna get shit on this week by someone.
That was Cole Ugetti. You can find him at C.
Cole Ugetti, 191, not to be mistaken with Thurn Kerman.
Listen, just go buy a bike.
he just keeps doing it.
Just can't
You could have picked anybody,
this
but
is
you
like-
picked Kelly Smith and Todd DeHoop.
This is like when I tell my 8-year-old, say one more word and we're not fucking going. And she goes, yeah.
Are you going to say John Gruey next? You really want to get canceled in Michigan Moto?
Well, John
Oh,
Gruey.
he's going to...
John Gruey gets given bikes too, But John Gruey is actually out winning Loretta's and stuff still.
Oh my god.
Not this past year. Huh? What? Anyways,
Okay, well,
get to
maybe
the-
Babbitt will cancel him. I don't know.
Okay, 250 race recap here. Justin, just relax for a second. So Jet wins, and that's all I have to say about that.
Hey, I want to say that he's a really good fucking rider. That track was fucking hit, and he didn't really look like he got out of shape once on the camera.
No, and he cased both quads.
That's debatable, but he still won.
What's debatable about it?
The fact that he did not like that might be the worst Jet Lawrence I've ever seen. He still won
by 16 seconds.
What is?
How many mistakes did he make out through the entire day, dude? You could go.
Okay, I'm talking about just the main. Homie.
No, yeah. He won. He did win. I'm not disputing that. It's very obvious. I'm just saying that was probably the worst I've ever seen Jet Lawrence ride.
Here is the best part about this. This kid is literally so good that you have to start. Well, how many mistakes did he make?
What,
Oh no! You can't do that. You can't
Not
do
only
that.
did he crush
You
him
can't-
in the
you
heat
can't- you can't
while
do that.
casing both quads.
Is that not a mistake?
I mean, yeah,
It's a mistake.
Yeah, but that was in practice, homie.
No,
This
he
is-
also made
this
the,
is
he
what
also
you're-
he
this is
also
what
framed
you're
it a bunch in the heat
This
race.
is what you're down to picking up. Where are you going? We literally just took a break for like 5
Look, dude,
minutes.
I said I wasn't going to talk about Jet.
You guys argue and come to no end.
I don't know. I'm not going to argue with him because I said I wasn't going to talk about Jet anymore. But he did make
Yeah,
a lot
here
of.
we are.
He made a lot of
This is
mistakes.
like the Deegan commenters. You're just flying his coattails, but here you are commenting.
He made a lot of mistakes last night. He still won.
Great. On a really, really tough track. Yeah, we only got the one going. I thought Kev was coming on. I didn't start them all. It's fine. Leave me alone. Sit down.
I'm just saying he made a lot of mistakes. I've never seen Jet struggle that bad. He still won.
It was a tough track.
I don't know. I thought he looked pretty flawless.
Nah, I don't know about that. I
Looked
think Ghetto
pretty
better.
fucking good.
Nah.
I mean, he
I
cased the
don't-
quad once is all I
No,
saw.
he cased the
that
quad a lot more than
and then he
that.
cased the quad
And he also was
after
struggling
the
in the whoops
finish.
in the main.
like every other fucking person.
That's not
Name
what,
a
never
person
mind.
that went
Never
through the
mind.
whoops
Nope.
better.
Okay, Hayden Deegan, soft boy.
No,
You sound like Hayden Deegan fans right now. I can't criticize Jet. I can't criticize Jet.
I'm not over here saying he didn't make mistakes.
You just did.
But I'm like, name a person that went through the whoops better.
What? Cam McAdoo, in my opinion, was better through the whoops in the main.
He was really good. That's why he won.
What does winning and being better in the whoops have anything to do with it? That's two different things.
There were 3 lanes of whoops.
Yeah.
If he was that much better in the whoops than Jet, he would have won.
That's not true at all.
What do you mean that's not true?
That's only one part of the track.
Third of the track was whoops.
So Jet couldn't have been slower in the whoops, but yeah, he was not better than McAdoo everywhere else. You sound like a Deegan fanboy right now. You're doing the same thing.
You're a
Can't criticize Jet.
You are a Jet hater.
Call me a Jet hater.
I told you to take 2 minutes off here because I know you don't want to talk about him anymore.
No, I don't. Not till he goes.
And
to the
I
fourth
was just
anyway.
trying to push
Listen, I'm just
through.
kicked back because I know you guys are never going to come to an agreement, and you guys are just going to argue for.
No, because what's funny is he's doing the exact same thing you just talked about with the Hayden Deegan people.
Look,
He is, I know.
Look,
He is, and that's what's annoying
when
about
Jet
it.
wins this 450
But he's
outdoor
just going to
title,
keep coming back
just-
at
he
you,
just
and
did
you're
it
going to
again.
keep coming back
He
at
just
him,
did
and
it
you guys are
again.
just going to
He
go
just
back
did
and
it
forth.
again.
Stop. Hold on.
He just
Stop.
did it again.
When Jet wins this 450 outdoor title, I'm going to slap you in the face with my wiener.
I'll cut your
Please,
fucking
and
I'm
ticket.
gonna be like,
I'll
bro,
cut your.
I fucking told you.
I hope he does because he won't have kids anytime
I'm
soon.
gonna be like, bro.
I will take
fucking
that. I will
told you.
take that machete I have at home and I will cut it off and I'll feed it to you.
Lorena Bobbitt over here.
Do you forget? I bought a sword,
I don't care.
so your machete's not holding up against my sword.
Oh, it's
You guys can talk about cutting wieners off and whatever as much as you guys want, but one,
it's because
Jet
he's
Lawrence
racist.
rode great last night. And
I didn't
was
say he didn't
flawless
ride great.
And was ahead above everyone.
Well, did he? He didn't pass RJ straight up. RJ went down. RJ had. Let's just move on to RJ because we don't need to talk about Jet.
No, and Jet still gapped his ass.
But we are now
But
learning that
also-
RJ is riding with internal bleeding.
RJ shouldn't have been riding.
RJ's riding with internal bleeding.
Wow, why?
What do you mean? Why?
Who? When? When did he?
When he crashed it, what's it called?
Dude.
You didn't hear about this?
Yeah, he has internal bleeding right now.
Okay, well, I couldn't hear the broadcast last night.
No, that's
'cause I
why
was that
after the
fast.
main when he went
Okay,
up to
listen,
the podium.
Listen, my first thing, he rode great.
He
Jet
did.
Jet
He did. Jet rode great.
Jet rode
Rode
solid.
He rode
Have it
great.
on my-
He won the race. He's
He
a good
did.
fucking
He
rider.
threw up prior to
Second,
the main and still rode
second,
great.
That's not the same thing as
Second.
internal bleeding.
Please start wearing your mask when you're blowing powder in the oven over there because he's not winning the outdoor title.
I'll slap you in the face with my cock too. I don't give a shit. I'll just one big fucking swoop. It'll
guy
be
is-
easy.
I swear
He'll
to
be
God.
so
Dick's
high
fucking
off
huge,
off
practically
his-
dragging
I
on
swear
the
to
ground.
God, he is such. He's sometimes I
He's
really
been
agree with
shooting
him.
powder without
yeah,
his
sometimes
mask.
I really agree with him. Sometimes I think he's an idiot. I really do. I really fucking do. I really do. You are not going to find even Jace. I don't think will agree with you. The Jets just going to win the
I'll
450.
text him right now and
Go
ask.
for it.
You are blind.
You are blind, bro. Ask him if he's going to win the 450 outdoor title.
I'll text him right now.
Oh, you
Just
guys are on that
relax.
level now.
No, they're not
relax.
on that level. He just likes to think they
Oh,
are.
you're not texting him. You're gonna DM him.
Just relax, dude.
You're not texting him. You're DMing him.
Well, he's in a different country, so yes.
That's two
Fucking
different
guy, I
things.
swear to
right there.
God. Even Coach was like, no, not happening.
It's like I'm so plugged in with Jace.
I'm
gonna
so
text
plugged
him.
in with Jace. Jace is my boy.
Yeah, but I'm actually just gonna DM him, not
Just
text
gonna
him.
actually, I'm just gonna DM him on fucking Instagram.
Uh-huh. Yep. Go ahead.
He does
Continue on with
respond
your
at
point.
least, but
Anyways,
anyway,
no,
yeah.
Jet rode great, rode awesome,
okay,
but he was not flawless.
'Kay, we're
Nobody
done.
else was either.
we're done with him.
But RJ, yes, RJ has been riding with internal bleeding.
From the hand blowing off thing.
The yeah, whatever it was. What was it? The second heat race or the second main in the
Yeah.
last Triple Crown that he went down?
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I didn't know it either. But they
And
brought,
Eldon's probably been making him ride anyway.
yeah, I mean he's probably just shooting him full of steroids. But that was why in
pretty
the
fucked up.
the main when they went to they should have interviewed RJ. Will Christian said RJ needs a moment because RJ is just smoked.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So my only point is I'm not saying that Jet wouldn't have passed him, but I think if that was 100% RJ and he's out front and he doesn't go down, that race would have not ended with Jet just walking away from him.
I'm just still trying to wrap my head around the internal bleeding.
Yeah,
and
spleen
he's
is-
still out there riding.
Yeah, spleen's fucked.
What?
Is
So
that
we-
what he,
I
is
want
that what he
Coach
It was
tried?
the spleen. No, it was the spleen. They
Oh,
talked
'cause-
about it early in the day.
Where's
It was
Rob?
the
Can we
spleen.
get Rob to weigh in on this? He would probably be crucified.
So
or
we
something.
can talk about
Hey,
Jet.
First off, we're not allowed to talk about this because we're not doctors.
We can talk about Jet with his food poisoning, which, by the way, he seems to get food poisoning a lot. So I don't know who his chef is or whatever. And Cameron McAdoo, which, by the way, I didn't realize that hematoma was that fucking big.
Have you ever seen the meme of Quagmire coming out of the house on Family Guy?
Yes, with the arm. Yeah, I just found some of that.
Well, dude,
internet porn you were talking
When you showed
That was Cameron McAdoo.
back in that
Oh,
Triple
yeah.
Crown when you showed me that picture of like his arm, like I was looking at like the road rash, I didn't notice the hematoma.
Oh, he was Quagmire.
Yeah, that hematoma was bad. But I'm sorry, RJ riding with internal bleeding, that takes the cake for me. Like
It's fucking stupid. Okay,
It
he
is
shouldn't have been out
stupid.
there
No, it
riding.
shouldn't
This
have.
is one of
Somebody
those
should be
things.
stepping in on
I was gonna
that
say
one.
this is one of those things where the doctor should be stepping in and saying like, "Yeah, dude, you're not riding tonight."
when
'Cause
I
that's fucking dumb.
I will say, and it was fucking dumb, and I think it's absolutely moronic. That dude, not that it matters, but for me, whole new level of respect for him. Whole new level
For who?
for RJ
To ride with that?
for having that much balls and just being able to fight through. Because I don't know if either of you guys. I mean, we've all
I'm
had
not
to.
sure if I respect it. I think it's fucking stupid to be honest with you.
I respect the hell out of it. You know how much of a man it takes to ride with internal bleeding? Holy shit. It's dumb. I do not agree with the fact that he was riding.
I mean, it's fucking stupid. So what? So this is worth your life to do what? To get second in a
Maybe he
fucking
just doesn't
race?
get paid.
Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
And this to me just brings up a whole problem from management down to the Alpine Stars crew. How did nobody stop this? Like, this is stupid.
'Cause
What
they really
happened-
don't care about
What
him.
happens when he crashes last night, rips that thing even more, and dies right there in the middle of
Exactly.
the track? What's that fucking
Because
look
it proves
like?
they really don't care about their riders.
Like, it's fucking stupid. They all are fucking shameful.
No, yeah. If that would have been,
They're all fucking dumb.
See, here's the crazy thing for me, and this just shows once again the shit show that is our sport. If this was, and I'll just bring this up because I'm such a big fan. If this was the UFC and Dana White would have found out that one of his fighters was fighting with internal bleeding, and he would have found out that he got cleared or anybody allowed him to do it,
Yeah.
everybody involved would have not only been suspended, but the doctors would have never been allowed to be at one of the events ever again.
Yeah, it's fucking
Like
dumb.
that is just look, it is a whole new level of dumb, but I guess my point is I have a whole new respect for RJ. That I don't get how he rode. I don't get how he rode. I mean, I've had broken ribs and that's not even close to internal bleeding and that's fucking terrible.
Here's my question. How does it even make sense in his mind to go do it? Dude, you're already 20 points down. You're not going to win the title.
No,
I'm
maybe it
really
comes-
sorry.
Fat top 3
Maybe it
bonus.
comes down to the money thing. Which if that's the case, that's also a little odd to me too because like how can his pay structure be if he just misses like a few races be that bad.
It's fucking stupid. Like I said, it's shameful on all of them.
It is.
From management all the way down.
I don't understand how, and this goes all back to, we definitely need to, when guys have get-offs like that, and it's known that they're dealing with issues. Once again, you go to the UFC. I think you should have to go through medical clearance. You should get doctor's clearance, not just from a appointed doctor, from somebody that goes through, whether Supercross or outdoors, but your own personal doctor. You should have to be cleared, because there's no way in hell that a doctor would have signed off for him to ride last night. Not a chance in hell.
Can just take a step back. What exactly was the report? Like, he had internal bleeding and he wasn't bleeding anymore, or he was at the track bleeding internally?
So what I heard is that after, what was the last one? A2?
A2.
So he's been bleeding for 2 weeks.
The Triple Crown. He went home, woke up Sunday, didn't feel great, and then checked himself into the hospital that night, and then they found out he had internal bleeding.
And
okay, so he wasn't riding with internal bleeding. The bleeding has stopped.
I assume so, but I don't know.
Okay, then that's something different.
But it's still stupid.
No, I don't know, though. That's the thing is, once again, we're not doctors, so we're going to get crucified. But, like, spleens, like, that was 3 weeks ago? If it was a spleen, if he ripped his spleen or he did something spleen damage, that just doesn't go away.
Do you want to know who could tell us about this?
Coach.
Brian Deegan.
Why would Brian Deegan tell us about this?
Because Brian Deegan ripped the shit out of his internals, too.
Well, Brian Deegan's never going
And
to tell us
almost
that.
died, like, twice.
There you go.
From it. So, have you watched that thing?
No.
Oh.
That's a very good documentary, by the way.
Super good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with that decision, but a whole new level of respect for him to be able to power through that. But I think that was super dumb, super irresponsible, because even if it wasn't bleeding last night, if you have spleen issues and you, like you said, if you go down and you just ragdoll hard enough and you land on it, that thing rips open, he can die. Mm-hmm. And it's just, and now you're dealing with a whole new level of issues. But yeah, I feel terrible for him. Definitely wouldn't have won that main no matter what, because obviously, like, he just didn't have. He said he's like, I couldn't.
Yeah, he
couldn't
didn't
go
have
after
it.
a certain point. But mad respect to him. Him on a 450 at Daytona. I don't really know if that should happen. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. So, anyway, Cameron McAdoo gets third with a Popeye arm.
Fuck you.
What?
Shouldn't have taken out Pierce Brown.
Oh, I have it on my thing.
Okay, that was aggressive with the fuck you coming out there like that. But
Jesus.
I felt like that was very unnecessary.
We're an aggressive show.
I don't know.
I felt that was very unnecessary.
You thought it was dirty.
Yeah, he literally... Pierce Brown.
I thought he just rode him high.
Pierce Brown made a very clean pass on him.
Yeah.
He literally rode up to the top of the berm. You watch him slam on the brakes. Stopped at the top of the berm.
Did you have Pierce on your fantasy team?
I did not.
Okay. This is getting better then.
So...
This is more legit now.
Like, what are you doing, man? I thought that was unnecessary. It looked like it was a little more on purpose than it should have been. Like,
I mean,
came up, kind of did like a look over. Pierce passed him clean.
I didn't think it was terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. But I just thought it was very unnecessary.
Yeah, I guess he could have kept going, but yeah. Your thoughts?
I don't know. I feel like McAdoo's in a weird situation right now, because I think that he looks at last year where there were times where he had the speed to run with Jet. What was it? Was it Indy? Indy, where him and Jet battled like the whole entire main. And now this year, it's clear that when Jet's always Jet, but when RJ's on, like, he's the third guy. He's the third guy, and I think a lot of people, even on his own team, go, I don't know where you stand in the pecking order when everybody's healthy on this team. And I think Cameron is not a sensitive guy, but I think that he wears his emotions on his sleeve sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I think that he's getting to the point that at the end of these mains, when he's getting walked away from, I think he's getting frustrated. Because did anybody notice in the interview, the podium interview, did he almost look like he was crying?
I don't know. I didn't pay that close attention.
He looked like he was getting pretty emotional when he started talking about, like, the team and everything he went through and the crash. And maybe it was just like he just dead tired and sweating or whatever. But there were moments where it looked like he was going to cry, which there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like McAdoo is kind of at that point of his career where he's just kind of stalled out. Mm. He's not getting worse, but he's also not going upwards with
the way he was going.
Yeah. Because, I mean, dude, you look at 2 years ago and last year especially, like, oh, Cameron could be the guy to take over this Kawasaki team if he stays healthy.
Yeah.
And let's be real, when everybody's healthy on that team, he's probably the fourth guy. I don't think he's better than Joe. I don't think he's better than Hammaker, and I don't think he's better than Fortner when they're all healthy.
Yeah. Not his trajectory has been great though. Like from
It has.
MCR
Oh,
to
yeah.
driving Christian Craig's bus to filling in, and
Yeah. Let's
to
put it this
win in
way.
some races. That's awesome. But I will agree with you. It does look like he has
Plateaued a little bit.
plateaued. Yeah.
I think so, but I think that part of it is I think part of that is
What's that mouth do?
this is just his talent level. Like we've all heard the stories about how hard of a worker he is, and I think that's what's taken him to the spot he is right now.
He's a tough SOB. Too.
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
he's to the point where it's like, okay, cool. Your talent, like your hard work's only going to take you so far, and then at some point you're going to have some skills, which I just don't think he has.
I think he's got good technique, so I don't think it's I don't think it's.
He's
like,
a good rider. I just don't think he has.
I
that
actually-
next
I love
level-
watching him
next
ride,
level
actually.
skill.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
like Jet or whatever. So okay, cool. So look, you're just a number 2 guy on a team or whatever. You're gonna make good money and just keep it rolling.
The unfortunate thing though is how old's Cameron? Early 20s? He's not mid 20s.
Who
No,
cares?
he's got to be.
Doesn't matter. You know.
No. I'm trying to look at where he goes from here because you start looking down the line. Okay, Jet's leaving the class. Hunter's going to leave the class next year. Who knows when maybe Joe wins a couple titles, leaves in the next 2-3 years, goes up. But you start looking at like everybody else in this class, and there are some guys that are moving up and out. But like I said, there's still a lot of guys that I just don't know if Cameron's going to be better than them in 2-3 years.
I mean,
I don't think he's going to be better than Kitchen in a few years. I don't really know what's going on with Styles. I mean, Styles obviously crashed in practice yesterday, so he didn't ride. But then like you said, you start looking at Hammaker. You know, when Thrasher has his nights, if Max Anstey all of a sudden is just going to be a 250 guy, like Max Volan, if he can finally put it together. I just don't know where Cameron goes from here, even if you start talking about all the guys that are moving up and out of the 250 class.
Look, here's the thing. The move right now, if you're a 250 guy, is to be a race winner, title contender, and never win one. You'll make $300,000 a year plus your race win bonuses, and you'll never have to move.
Wasn't
out the
Cameron?
class.
I thought Cameron was making like $250 a year.
You ride, yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know what's Oldenburg making with a quiet fourth in points right
Probably
now.
$100K.
I don't know.
I bet Mike Chidover probably.
But you're only
pays this guy
racing
pretty
half
good.
the fucking year, and you don't have to do outdoors. Like
And you're making.
I thought he was going 450 outdoors.
maybe I don't know.
I think Mike Genova probably pays his guys
I
pretty
mean,
well.
I'd make 200 to do that.
I would say I would make 200,000 do 9 races a year. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not me dogging on Cameron. Like, I've grown to like McAdoo. I really do. I think he's a
Yeah.
good dude. I love watching him ride.
Your point is very valid, and like I said, I really think it's a hard work took him to where he's at, and now the level's just gotten to the point of like the talent. He doesn't have the talent to go to that next level.
Yeah.
So, like I said, in my opinion, his move, if he wants to continue to race dirt bikes for the rest, for his adult life here, you keep winning races, you keep being in somewhat title contention, so you can keep getting these rides,
So he's the next Alex Martin.
and you just keep doing that.
Maybe he's just a 250 guy for the rest of his career.
Is he the next
Yeah.
J Mart?
Maybe,
Which
I
is
don't know.
okay.
which is fine.
Which
You're
is
making money
okay.
riding dirt bikes. dude.
Everybody shits on that, and I think that's fucking okay. If
Like,
you wanna
here's the
be-
thing: what's he do right now if he goes the 450 class?
Doesn't even get a factory ride.
Doesn't even get a factory ride.
He
And
ends
is
up
fucking around.
He ends up in a
10th
McElrath situation.
in 10th to 15th place. So just keep doing what you're doing. You can win 50 grand if you win a race. You can have, like I said, 200-300 grand a year. Like,
Dude, if you tell me at the end of Cameron McAdoo's career, okay, say he's just 22 for the sake of this conversation. He's probably actually 23. He's older than Sexton. Say he's 23 years old, and he races till he's 29. And you tell me every year that he gets a couple wins in title contention, never wins a title, and is making $250K a year, I'm pretty sure most dudes would take that career.
here's the key, though. He's got to get off PC.
I don't disagree with that, but I don't know where he goes.
PC and Star are rough because you can't do your gear deal by yourself.
Well, he's never going to go to Honda.
Because that would get you, that'll net you another 100 Gs easy.
Maybe he goes to KTM.
I don't know. We'll see.
No. KTM and Honda is literally the only teams you can go to as a 250 guy to get your own gear.
Well, probably going to be a spot opening in KTM soon because Max Volan's probably going to get sent to the bootery.
All right. Well, let's keep moving on. Levi Kitchen, quiet 4th place. I think that's good.
Quiet. Rode through
As,
the
Rode through the
back.
as
pack.
they've said a whole bunch, it's only like his 6th
Kind of had a
Supercross.
gift from down in the Browns.
We're not allowed to say that. Can't
He's
say
going to
that.
have a.
Don't
I
say
think
that.
he's going to have a really good outdoor season.
No gifts?
We don't
No,
get gifts.
They don't gifts. Everybody earns
You,
everything.
you earn it. You had to finish the race.
I think Kitchen's going to have a good outdoor season.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay. Look, here's the thing. He's won a race. I think we're good.
He's got an he's got an outdoor moto win.
Yeah.
And he's got a Supercross win now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's more than what most can say. That's for sure.
what,
Yeah.
96%
He won,
of the
won
class?
he won in less Supercross races than Jet did.
Without winning an actual main.
You got to throw that in.
I'm just saying.
Deegan.
Yeah.
That was very.
Jed didn't win his second ever heat race. Fuck out of here. Shut up, stupid people.
All right. Pierce Brown gets
All right.
taken out by McAdoo.
Super disappointed by his
Gets
ride
fifth.
in the sense that, like, he came through like a lightning bolt, ran the fastest lap time,
And then
he got to the... No.
wackadooed him.
Wackadoo whackered him.
Wapadoo.
But I thought, honestly, when he closed up on McAdoo that he was just gonna zap him, he was gonna go around him. And then he just gets stuck behind him.
And then got taken out.
Then got taken out and then goes down.
And then went down again.
Pierce Brown's a good fucking rider, though.
I'm just mind blown at how much his technique's changed in a year.
It has changed a lot.
A lot.
Probably because that bike shit.
You think that bike shit?
No.
I'm just talking about like his standing up more and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, he also has a very chest-high style now, which is weird because he was always like really
At least
low.
it's not like Matt Moss who rides like this.
Well, we're going to talk about Matt Moss.
Matt
we'll
Moss's
get there.
visor was in the clouds.
We're going to talk
all
about
night.
Matt Moss. Hey, man, it's Blake Baggett 2.0.
Yeah.
All
Back
right.
in the day.
Enzo Lopes was up top in qualifying there. 6th place.
What's it going to take to get him a podium?
Not going to happen.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's going to
He
get it.
started off good.
I don't think it's
We'll
going to happen.
see.
I like Enzo Lopes, but I don't think he gets on the box.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, Enzo, just kind of a quiet night. Nothing.
And can we talk about his teammate? Poor Phil. Dislocates
When
his
did
wrist.
that happen? Like,
Practice must be.
was that in
Yeah,
like free practice?
I don't know.
Had to have been in free practice. 'Cause I don't even think I saw him out there in the first practice.
Maybe. I don't know. Poor Phil.
Phil just needs to
Death
never
cross.
ride Supercross again and just ride outdoors.
Agreed.
All right.
Nobody else on that team is, except J Mart.
Max Volant, 7th. He looked froggy last night.
That quad into the corner was spicy.
Was real spicy.
And then he
Also
realized
very
that he
slow.
greased that.
What?
It was slow.
Yeah, I was about to say. Then he realized he
wasn't
couldn't
fast.
make the corner without just going up and over the berm.
But he did it, and he greased it the first time.
he did
so
it,
that
and
was
then
cool.
Jet had to be like, "I can do that," and then he's like, "I don't want to do that."
How did Jet put it in the press conference? Yep, I cased it, and I got every bit of that single. Every single bit of it we caught. Don't you worry, we didn't miss any of it.
That
when
was
we cased
impressive
it.
though for Max to just pull the trigger on that, in
was
the first heat
I
race.
was surprised because he's not the type of person. you
Did
see
nobody
doing
like
that.
do that all day?
No,
or-
nobody even sized it up. That's why they
Which
made
I
the
was
comment.
amazed because I thought.
Look, that was the
somebody
time
would
to do it though, when the track was fresh and rolled. But the fact that he just pulled that out of nowhere, I was like, because I'm sitting there and I'm going, if no 450 sized it up, there's no way anybody else is going to do it.
Yeah.
And then when he just pulls it out of nowhere, even I had to go like, did he just quad that?
Yeah,
Yes,
Like-
I said, holy shit, it was
Like-
big.
Oh, that was a hawk. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, that's real stupid.
yeah,
Good for Maximus.
Yeah.
Greased it. Jet did not.
Serious conversation though about Max. I'd like to
It's
see
Maximus.
Maximus that he's doing better because at least,
Correct.
well, Roger's still probably not talking to him. At least Ian's probably talking to him. But all honesty, even if he has a good outdoor season like he's had his first 2 years, is he on that bike next year?
I don't know.
Especially if Tom Vial comes in and does what I think he's going to do, and even if he doesn't, and it's just good. Tom
Who do
Vial.
they get besides him? Is my question.
Well, no, I'm just asking the
What,
question.
are
Do
they
you
gonna
think?
go back to one bike? You think?
No. That's just the thing. It's
Yeah.
like
I'm
they're
just
not gonna
asking you.
pull
Do you
somebody.
guys think that if he just does this for the rest of Supercross and then still has good outdoor, because he has had 2 good outdoor seasons.
Yeah.
But if he's just how he's been, doesn't win a race, whatever, is he still on that bike? Do you think that's good enough for them?
I think so. I think between that and how fast Mertz can
I mean-
talk,
I
I
mean-
think it'll work.
I mean,
I wanna
is he
see him
one
on-
of Mertz's guys.
Yeah.
I want to see him. Look, I want to see the kid on the factory team. I'm just asking the question.
Did you
Yeah.
listen to?
Who else would you get though?
Yeah, that's a big question.
Cameron McAdoo?
No,
I'm just kidding.
They're
Cameron
not signing.
McAdoo's-
They're not signing McAdoo.
Yeah, like who else is the thing? Derek Kelly.
Yeah.
No, look, I'd like to see Derek Kelly get a factory
Anybody see
tryout.
that crash Derek Kelly had last night?
Is
Speaking
that
of
why he DNF'd?
Yeah.
What did
Was
he
it
do?
gnarly?
Went to fucking Indonesia after the end of the second set of whoops. I mean, bad.
Oh, that's
Is he all right?
I guess he's okay.
wonder if it's the same section.
He
Matt
made
Moss
it.
crashed
I
in.
mean, he put it up as a post on Instagram today. He was like, "Yep, was super excited because there were 2 sets of whoops plus Dragon's back." Then remembered, oh, I forget how to ride whoops sometimes. And he crashed twice in them. He did it in practice, and then he did it in the main there. And holy shit,
I
yeah, it
think
was
he
bad.
would be good on a factory bike, though.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can,
that
like,
dude. For
We'll
what,
see, but he fucking torpedoed my fantasy team last night. So.
Yep, because that's the most
so you just
important. thing.
automatically don't like him.
I didn't say I didn't like
I
him.
like
I
Derek
just
Kelly.
say
You want to know what the
torpedoed.
good thing about that is, though?
Huh.
Is we go back east next week, right?
Yeah.
So next time Wes comes around, you can pick him again.
Yeah, exactly.
And it'll be in
Fucker.
Seattle, and I'm pretty sure last year in Seattle he was like 7th.
Yeah.
So
Nice fucker.
I like Derek Kelly though.
You're welcome.
I like Derek Kelly. I think somebody should give him a tryout.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know
who was
Anyway, moving on. Mitchell Oldenburg, 8th.
that? Quiet, sneaky good season, 4th in points.
Yep. Cole Thompson, 9th.
Just
Ooh, just 11
him
to
and
12.
him and the next guy. Well, actually, him and the next two guys.
Mitchell Harrison,
Just
10th.
doing better. Doing
Yeah,
better.
cool.
I mean, that's better than
Definitely-
22nd every other
Definitely
round.
didn't have him on fantasy this week.
You guys are fucking assholes.
I mean, this is the first time he's been inside the top 15.
He has
I
not
think.
done well this year.
No, he
in
hasn't.
Yeah,
fairness.
yeah.
So
It's been a rough go
good,
for him.
It's
so
good to
that's
see
good.
him in the top 10.
Yeah.
But he could have done that the week I picked
I
him
know.
for fantasy. Would have been helpful.
But like Cole Thompson, him, and then the guy you're about to say 11th. Like
Dylan Walsh.
that's kind of
he
where
was on my fantasy team.
that's kind of where I
Was
figured.
sweating that LCQ
Were
for
you?
a while.
I bet you were.
That's kind of where those three guys where I expect them to be most of
Dylan's
the time.
usually a little farther in the top 10. He's usually like 6th, 7th, 8th place.
Well, not bad from a guy that before a year ago never rode Supercross in his life.
Yeah,
He's
outside of
winning
FTF.
Daytona. GP guy.
He's not going to
not
Daytona. You
going to
smart
Daytona. He's
ass
West Coast.
bitch.
He's going to ride the 250 and the 450.
What is
class.
wrong? Would you not? I thought you liked GP guys. You're a dick.
I do.
I hate you.
I can't
It's
believe
just
you
like-
haven't seen that Timmy
There's
G
like
crash from today.
there's
It's
like radical
gnarly.
left that hates GP guys. There's me in the middle that respects the fuck out of them and really enjoy that. I'm kind of maybe a little bit in the right, and you are radical right.
That's fine. I
You
like
are.
GP guys, man. I like
You
GP.
are.
You like a foreigner.
They
so
are way far down your throat. Like way far down your
aggressive.
throat.
You be kind of like you and Jet
because
yeah, you should-
every
Yeah,
time
what are you talking
Takes one to know
about?
one. Takes one to know one.
All right, don't take it from this guy. This
Takes
guy
one to
right
know
here.
one.
Every time
Takes one to
they
know one.
come over,
Listen, man.
they're the next coming of Jesus.
Jet is tickling your tonsils.
and
weekly.
and Jet's a foreigner who came from the GPs. So did Hunter.
Look, that's a good solid family right there. I'll take it all day long.
He's such a
You let him
such
tickle
a
your tonsils?
contradictive
No problem.
bastard.
tonsil tickler.
Oh
Can I
my
hang
God.
out at the dog pound?
Anyways, I can't believe they call it that. That's
Maybe
stupid.
I might be going there.
Really? No, you're not.
That is fake news.
Don't worry about me.
That is fake.
Anyways.
Don't worry about what I got
Do
going
you want
on.
me to text Cooksy and ask him?
If I'm going to the dog pound,
Yeah.
Why would Cooksey have an in at the dog pound?
I'll tell you who my in is because nobody listens to this fucking show.
Is it Jeff Walker?
No, it is Seth Skinny Jean Rarick. Threw a guy at Ziegler.
Okay, so this isn't happening. Who knows him at Ziegler?
Don't worry about me.
Seth Rarick? Somebody
Don't
knows.
worry
Somebody
about
from
me.
Ziegler
Okay,
knows
it all
Rarick.
starts because there was a KTM 450 at Ziegler.
Yeah.
This is way the fuck off topic, and then let's get back to what we were doing.
Okay.
There was a factory edition KTM at Ziegler, and it was like one of the last ones around. That was in a dealership still. KTM called and said, "Hey, you guys got this bike. We need it taken to the 83 compound in Florida, and you're going to meet up with Seth Rarick." The bike ended up being for Colt Nichols when he was going to ride Rocky Mountain,
Interesting.
and they've just kept in touch.
Interesting. Okay. Well, whatever, man.
You can go out in there and ride with Aiden Shive and Jonah Geisler.
And the cat.
And the cat.
Hey, little kitten.
Wow. It's got real gay in here.
Arthur.
Oh, at least we're
Arthur.
covering, at least we're covering our
Would you go
LGBTQ.
up to him and be like, yo, Arthur? Yo,
Arthur James.
Arthur James. Isn't his name Albert?
Yeah, that's why I'm so confused because he calls him Arthur, and I'm like,
He's always called him Arthur. I'm like, his name's
he
not
always
Arthur.
introduces himself as Albert here.
Hey, Albert here.
I don't know. We were at St. Louis, and I was like, I picked him. I was like, what the fuck, Arthur?
Yo, you and that receding hairline you got going on there, bud.
Thank you.
Not you. Him.
Why are you talking to him?
I'm not talking to him. I'm talking about AJ.
You looked me dead ass in the eye, no cap, and just fucking said that.
His dad
You-
was being a dick at the
you
arena
and that
cross. He
receding
had his hat-
hairline.
He had his hat off for the Star Spangled Banner or whatever. His dad standing up behind him was like, Travis, you can put your hat back on.
I got some stuff to rub in my hair. It's supposed to grow.
like Rogaine?
All
Anyway,
natural. No,
anyway.
some natural stuff.
You should go get a bozo cut.
No. I do need to
Anyways.
go get it cut though because the sides are getting crazy. Anyway, Dylan Walsh 11th, Robbie Wageman 12th, Dylan Schwartz.
Robbie Wageman.
Ripped a
in that
holy.
holy.
And then went back real
fast.
quick.
Hey, that answer gear was up front, boys.
Yeah. Selling jerky.
Dylan Schwartz 13th, Derek Drake 14th,
Yeah, good for Dylan Schwartz.
Hunter Yoder 15th,
Yoda.
Anthony Rodriguez. You want to tell me how good he is?
That has been a disappointment. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. But he's still out there. And he's still making
16th.
veins.
Politelli 17th,
a
Samford
surprise as well.
18th, Julian Bennick 19th,
Good for Julian Bennick.
Hunter Schlosser 20th,
Shouldn't have been in the main.
Slosh in your throat.
Derek the Torpedo Kelly 21st. And
Let's talk about this guy.
Matt Moss.
Talk about Matt Moss.
Listen,
for it.
I really wish I would have taken him. Again, we always go right
Oh my
back.
God, this is another reason why I'm
Fantasy.
glad I don't do fantasy.
He's on my fantasy team. 10. Handicap 10. However, it was pointed out to me right as the heat race was starting that his second fastest lap was a 143. He ran a 108, and then his next best lap in the session was a 143.
Talk about qualifying.
Yes.
Smooth.
Yeah, but look how well he did in the heat race.
I mean, he looked all right. He looked pretty good.
I
I should have waited.
All right,
Should've
so
waited.
this is kind of like a compliment and a backhanded compliment. Matt Moss, clearly, for anybody who doesn't know, factory rider, a lot of championships in Australia. Rode really well. Him and his brother Jake here in America. I think Jake is also well known for looping it.
Got
going
popped. Got popped for juicing.
Not pop for juicing. Yeah, I forgot how big of a dude Matt Moss is. Jesus. Him and who's Jace's boy? Todd Waters. They don't really like each other. But anyways, I will say though, even though he went back and forth on the 250, rode Yamaha, rode a Cowie, the fact that he was able to come in and run top 5 in a heat race.
On that Suzuki. On
Yeah.
a Suzuki.
But
He
does
looked
that
pretty good.
also kind of lean towards the fact that the field's not that deep?
Kind of. Does you feel like he's that kind of a talent?
I feel like Matt Moss is good, but I also feel like Matt Moss at his peak was like 5 years ago. Because remember, he took time off from racing.
Yeah, where's Matt Moss in his peak?
Oh, I think Matt Moss in his peak probably would have been in the main last night, like 5 to 6, 5 to 7. But my point is it's a compliment to him because he hasn't raced in America in a long time, and he did ride those World Supercross rounds on the Cowie team that Chris Bloss was on.
He won Percy.
Yeah, but the fact that he was coming in and running top 3 in a heat race, I don't really know if that's quite a good look, considering like I just don't know. I don't really know if that's a good look for the West Coast.
Because
dudes.
he's on a Suzuki.
No, I think the Bar X bikes are good. I don't know. I'm not trying to take anything away from Matt Moss, but I don't really know if he should have been that far up that quickly.
All right, before we wrap up 250s here, I have a question for you two. Who are your top 5 250 guys overall right now?
Oh, East West.
Yeah,
All right.
overall. East and West combined, top 5 250 guys.
Do you already know off the top of your head who you have?
No.
I already know who the fuck you got.
Yeah, I know too. Who do you got?
All right, so Jet and Hunter are 1A and 1B.
Okay.
No, they're 1 and 2, bitch. Ain't no 1A and 1B.
Is this
going on.
so? Hold on.
Pick
Is there a caveat to this? Is this just like
No,
through
it's
how the
just-
round's going, or how you believe when everybody is at their best? Like what is?
Just with what we've seen
Okay.
so
all right.
far.
Okay.
Um,
So Jet and Hunter 1 and 2.
yep.
Okay. Well, obviously, no Jets 1 for you and Hunter's 2.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
'Kay.
Like I said, they're very close. They are very close. Hunter has been very impressive.
You're putting
so
Jet
far.
number 1 out of bias. Okay, we get it.
Yeah, we get it. Okay.
I'm gonna go with. I guess I'm gonna go with RJ.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go with Levi.
That's okay.
And then for my 5th place guy, this is tough because, like, I didn't even think about this. I just wrote the question
Is he on a
down.
blue bike?
Man, this is really tough because
Number 29.
who?
Oh boy.
Number 29.
Styles?
No, Thrasher.
Oh, not a fucking chance. The guy has gone 15-2.
You're such a fucking asshole.
He's gone 15-2.
Okay.
I don't give a
whatever.
damn.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hayden Deegan.
Yeah, you would for the clicks.
Who's your 5th place guy?
Dude, I mean, realistically, tell me someone who's been more consistent.
Max Anstey?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Cameron McAdoo?
Yeah.
Cameron McAdoo has led races.
Where are you?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll go with Max Anstey.
What fucking planet are
I'll
you
go
on?
with Max.
Do you want to go or you want me to go?
Jet, Hunter,
Okay.
R Jizzle.
Okay.
R Jizzle's like a 3rd, 4th for me. I got McAdoo.
Okay.
So that's 4.
And then my 5th place guy is AJ Kenzar. No.
Oh my god.
God, I'm gonna have to go with a blue bike, man. I think I'm going off speed though.
Okay.
It's part of it.
Nate Thrasher.
Okay. I go Hunter 1, Jet 2. And only because of only because you want to hear why? Only has nothing to do with against Jet. It's only because Tampa when Hunter was buried, and then when things weren't going right, and then Jet at the Triple Crown when things going right.
That's a fair point.
But if Jet would have won Triple Crown, Jet would be number one. It's just because when things weren't going right, Jet didn't win, Hunter did.
Okay.
So Hunter, Jet, but it's literally like this. I also would have to go RJ. I think it's very hard to disagree with that, considering like he's led a bunch of laps. I think fourth would be Max Anstey because of his consistency. And I think fifth, you go off speed. I think you go Thrasher, but I think if you've gone what we've seen so far of just consistency, I think that you would have to put McAdoo as well.
Oh, hang on, I'm gonna swap my fourth was McAdoo, right? I'm swapping him for Anstey.
Okay.
I do though think the East is deeper than the West. I think the West has, you have Pierce Brown, you have Kitchen, Styles or whatever, and we're gonna find out. But I think that if you were to just go speed for speed down the list, I think the East has more speed out of their top guys, outside of Jet, RJ.
All right.
Because I think that Smitty, when he's not crashing, which is every 2 laps, and Mosman we've yet to see. I think that there's a lot more stuff that we haven't seen, but yeah, I think that's who it is.
All right. Well, all of you watching, comment.
Is this the end of the show?
No.
Okay. So I have a question then, because I assume that Kev's going to be the last part of the show.
It's question time anyway, right?
Well, hold on a second here. Let's wrap up the 250s.
Oh, okay. All right.
So for all you watching, please go ahead and drop your top 5 250 riders overall right now between the East and West Coast in the comments down below. That's been your 250 race recap brought to you by our friends at Adept Creative Co. All right, moving on. TLR tinfoil hat.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
And this is going to get into this is going to get into kind of what we were talking about earlier. So put your tinfoil hats on here, gentlemen.
I'm already wearing a microphone, or a headset, so it's fine.
Ando is trying to get his contract terminated with Cowie so that he can move on to the Triumph Brigade.
Triumph isn't coming until 2025,
Doesn't
by
matter.
the way.
We're calling it a brigade?
I'm just calling
We're stealing that from KTM now?
He's just trying to get on that Triumph bike.
It ain't coming until 25.
Maybe he's going to take an off year.
Yeah.
Leap year.
He doesn't even want him to make an offer to him.
Cowie?
Yeah.
That's a conspiracy that you have?
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
With everything that's going on. And this is why I think that. Look at the tweets he's putting out. I mean, he's tweeting at Barsha in between races. He's tweeting at the AMA after they put him on probation. And then they go and interview Dan Fahey last night. And Fahey, I don't know if you guys watched the whole interview. He's not stoked.
It's not what we do.
Not what we
It's not
do.
what we're here for.
That is not a Kawasaki Racing Development attitude there. So
I'll have to watch that.
They are
I didn't
not.
watch that.
He tried to keep it positive, but you can read between the lines. That's
Not
not
stoked, huh?
good. Nope. So I think Ando's pushing the limits here to get out of there.
I think Davey Millsaps needs to go over there and put something in his locker.
We'll never know.
I don't think they want to do it quite that way, but I think he's definitely pushing to not get another offer from them because he's moving on.
I wonder where he goes, though.
I bet he takes. I wouldn't be surprised to see him take a year off.
I'd see him go and do Worlds.
Maybe.
Rick Ware.
I mean, that could be too.
I don't know.
And I 100% agree with you. I think we're going to see a mysterious injury come outdoors here.
Yeah.
And we might see him for super
sucks,
duper
though,
motocross. But
It sucks because he was my pick, man. We were all really confident.
But it would
in him,
not
but-
surprise me at all, and this is putting my tinfoil hat on again, to have a surprise injury and then an early contract termination before outdoors is over. And then be really interesting to see, does he go ride World somewhere this year, or does he wait till next year and do it?
See. Yeah,
I don't know.
It'll be interesting.
That's my TLR tinfoil hat for this week.
I don't have a tinfoil hat, do you?
No, I don't really get into conspiracy theories.
All right, comment down below if you agree with the TLR tinfoil hat this week. Anderson's trying to get his contract terminated early from Kawasaki.
So here's my tinfoil hat.
Oh, you have
Oh, now we have one.
I'm thinking. I heard Barsha's truck got broken into. Do you think it was Jason Anderson?
Jesus Christ.
No,
It was
both
Sterling Martin.
AC and Barcia's vehicles got
It was
broken
Sterling
into.
Martin.
Who's who?
It was Sterling Martin.
Sterling Marlin, dude.
I just keep calling him Martin. I want to call him Martin. It was Nico.
Oh, you think Nico Izzy
He was looking for pills.
Nico Izzy was in Oakland breaking into
He was
cars.
looking for pills. You ever
Dude.
never mind.
It was pretty funny to see that AC post of like been in Oakland for 2 hours.
Yeah, Barcia truck got nailed too.
Did it?
Probably
I
had
didn't
some
see
dick
that.
enlargement pills in there.
Dick enlargement.
I'm
pills.
sure that's what it was.
All right, so I got it's not tinfoil, but I do have I don't know if we have to make it a segment for every show, but whose stock's up, whose stock is down for both classes, but not 250 West since they're going on a break, going into 250 East. Who, after last night, going into the next round for 450, stock went up, who went down, and then 250 East, whose stock is up going into next week.
All 250s?
What?
All 250 or
No,
four?
250s for one, and then who's your 450?
Stock up and down.
Yeah,
Okay.
so two guys.
I'm buying Cooper Webb stock.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going straight to the NASDAQ, and I am buying CW. Okay.
Like the CW7.
Yes.
Something like that.
CW2.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Not the AP7.
Yeah, not the AP7. Okay.
I would probably do a stock option on AP7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just KTM as a whole.
Yes. I'm buying KTM
Like a big
stock.
donut hole.
Yes, I'm buying KTM stock.
You're buying KTM stock.
Who's your downside for KTM? Or sorry, who's your downside for?
Who's your downside for
450?
KTM?
What stock am I
Marv.
selling?
Yeah, where are you selling for 450?
I am selling. I think I'm selling my Jason Anderson stock. I bought a lot before the season.
Me too.
And I'm just not getting a good investment on it.
No,
Who you got? Same people?
I'm with him. Yeah.
All right.
Cooper Webb stock I'm buying, and the Jason Anderson stock I'm
Aftermath
selling.
Enterprises, get on
Yeah.
board.
I'm on the Cooper Webb. I'm selling the Kenny stock.
Okay.
We were all on board that we thought this man might have a win by now. And
Ooh, you're right. That is a good sell.
I agree with the Anderson as well. That's very good because he's definitely not lived up to expectation. But I think at least he's been on the box. Kenny has just been dookie pantsing it up the last
Ooh, I
couple
like
rounds.
this segment. We call it stock options.
I mean, we can call it whatever you want. I just
Stock
said that.
options.
All right, so 250's going into next week. We don't need to do 250 West because we're not going to see them for like 4 rounds. Who would you say after Tampa stocks up, stocks down?
We got like 8 weeks before.
I'm
we
buying
see
Nate
that.
Thrasher stock.
Okay, I like that. I really do. The NT29.
You're buying.
Why did you put your middle finger up like an old man? You
You're
were
buying.
just like, ah!
You're buying Nate Thrasher stock.
I'm buying Nate Thrasher stock.
Oh,
and
see, I'm buying the options that one's going down further.
I am.
He's gonna win next week.
I think
the
I'm.
fuck he is.
He wouldn't win a heat. He's gonna.
You know,
win
I was
main.
kind of high on this
No.
guy, but I think I might be selling his stock. Might be selling my Jordan Smith stocks.
I think anybody on that stock option should have just plummeted.
Yep, and I think I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy a little more of the Ansty stock.
Okay,
Yeah.
who you got?
Oh, I'm gonna buy some ANC stock because that's an upward trajectory here. Could buy some Hayden Deegan stock too because I think that's in a good trajectory here.
Oh, there's a lot of liquidity there.
A lot of liquidity. We're gonna ride it up.
Oh, we can make this all right. You guys like this. You guys like
we are
this. All right,
we are definitely selling the Nate Thrasher stock.
he
that's
gets
just-
second, and you just Jesus Christ, you're such a fucking hater.
He's doing,
Dude, if you would have bought in at the first round, it would have tanked, and you would have bought more, and you would have got a great return on your investment last
yeah, I'm
week.
selling it all off.
All right,
I know
so
it's high right now because he got second, so I'm selling it off before he goes
All
and
right.
gets 14th this weekend.
You're an
and
idiot.
it's back in the fucking
I am
garbage.
buying the Max ANC
How much do you
stock.
want to bet he finishes 10th or worse this weekend?
No, man, he didn't win, so now the pressure's off. Of
I
every
don't know.
time he
We'll let
rips
the
a hole.
stock market decide.
Now the pressure's off of every time he rips a hole shot. He has to win. He got second.
You know, this is a good idea. We should make a stock market for Supercross.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be kind of cool.
That's
right.
called Barstool and Penn Gaming.
So I'm on the Max Anstey buying the stock option or stock out. Michael Mosman.
Ooh, good
Mosman
call.
has. I know that Hunter. Whatever.
Good
Hunter didn't take him
call.
out. By the way, everybody. Mosman just leaned in too hard.
Listen,
Mosman is. I'm sorry. I never expected Mosman to win a title. I didn't even know if I expected him to win a bunch of races. But I did not expect him to be floundering around outside the top 5. Not after the way his season went last year. This is not a shot against Michael Mosman. I have nothing against Mosman.
not like
Just for
that
the
bike.
algorithm here. Hayden Deegan's beating him.
Hayden Deegan is going to fucking win every main next week by 30 seconds. And you know what he's actually going to do? He's going to do so well, they're going to be like, yo, dude, you want to ride the 450 class tonight? He's going to take out Tomac.
we should have put that in the tinfoil segment.
We should. Deegan wins 250 and 450.
However,
Triple
I
Crown.
will allocate some money for some Deegan stock because no matter what place he finishes, the merch sales are going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, he could get 22nd. They'll probably still interview him. Like, yo, how did...
All right, so how long before we got Kev?
I don't know. You're supposed to call any minute now.
Any minute? Okay. Well, here's my question.
Yeah, you guys think Hayden Deegan gets 22nd?
And
They
we
still interview
we
him?
can ask Kev this question too. So,
How does it feel to get last tonight?
all right. So, Cole's questions here. What is an unwritten rule of Supercross or motocross?
Don't fuck your buddy's wife.
No, that's not a rule at all.
Listen, what is an unwritten rule of Supercross or motocross? I'll go first. You can't have your goggle strap down.
I do hate that.
Yep.
I do hate that. I really do.
So, what do you got?
Don't be a homer and show up to the track in your gear.
Fair.
And I just literally just thought about that because I'm like, the goggle strap was really good. That is a really annoying thing. I don't like it when dudes just show up to the track and they're already in their gear. I'm like, dude, you just calm down. Just take it down a notch. Like, eat a bowl of cereal or something.
Is this for like amateur motocross or
Anything.
Anything.
Oh, okay.
Don't nail the 30-second card, girl.
No, those aren't around anymore, so that's pretty easy. Just be nailing some old dude
By,
running.
by the way,
gate.
who was that chick that was on the Race Day Live thing? Who was
No,
that?
Georgia,
Georgia. Who is she? Georgia Henley?
new one.
Who you
Yeah,
got?
we're just pulling
What you
people
got?
out of their ass.
What you got?
What do you got? What do you got?
I got multiple for you.
What do you got?
I'm thinking
What do you
about
got?
this.
What do you got?
Ooh, don't put the colored spoke covers on.
No spoke skins.
No spokes.
No,
yeah.
even like the buffalo, the buffalo
Slater
skins. On,
skins?
yeah.
No.
God, those
no,
are terrible.
No spoke skins.
No.
Spoke savers or spoke skins?
Spoke skins.
Yep. Okay.
No.
Well, that's it for this week.
By the way, this is totally random. Did you guys see that Ben LeMay is like a factory mechanic now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's he working for again? He's working for a factory, dude.
Max Anstey, no.
Wasn't he? Is he wrenching for Sabachi?
Yeah, it's Joey.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I'm like, when did Ben LeMay become a mechanic?
Well, I'm sure Rick Ware's paying him great.
Just this year.
Hey man, you know how to change a tire? Yeah, you're hired.
You're in.
You're in. You know how to drive a rig? Yeah, you're in.
Hey, you know what else?
Christian Craig's a good fucking rider.
No visors down.
You mean you don't want to pull the Cooper Webb thing, put it over your ears? By the way, homeboy needs to always stick those over
Visors
his
on the
ears.
helmet.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his hat.
I cannot stand the guys that tuck their ears. in
Yeah,
the
but
hat.
Cooper Webb's got some ugly fucking ears.
I
He
don't
needs
give
to
a
always
shit.
keep
Drives
those
me
bastards
fucking
in there.
nuts. You look like a fucking
Villapoto
moron.
always tucked them in too.
Yeah, well, RV can do what he wants.
Oh.
Even though I don't like RV.
Why don't you like him?
I like him now. I didn't like him when he was
Were
racing.
you trying to get an autograph from him at 4 a.m?
No, because I saw that dickhead, this little girl at the MX of Nations at Budds Creek sat in line for an hour and a half to get his autograph.
Ask Kev my question. I want to know what an unwritten law for him is.
Don't
And
bone
then
your
give him the
buddy's-
goggle example.
Don't bone your buddy's wife.
Look, I'm not asking him any questions this week. Everybody told me not to. Kevin Moranz.
Because you're going to bitch about it.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, welcome to the Moto Aftermath Show, buddy.
Howdy, brother.
How are you, man?
I'm doing good.
All right, so I was told that
Yo, hold on. Let me start off right now. Hey, Kev, I'm going to be Travis for a moment. You hit the quad?
Okay.
You hit the quad?
Which one?
All of them.
No, I don't. I never hit any quads this weekend.
There you
thought
go,
about
Travis.
It, but dude,
Yeah,
the track was absolutely beat by the time I got on it every time. Besides the LCQ, but it was not worth it to try it in the LCQ.
Yeah,
I was
man,
in a good position from the get go. It wasn't like the last week where I had to hit a quad to get myself back into the game.
Yeah, man, I honestly knew what the answer was because just how treacherous that track was, but I wanted to be Travis because we've noticed that every time he gets you on here, first question he asks you, you hit the quad,
Hey.
and then the next follow-up would be,
Yeah.
How
is
was
it
the
bigger than
track?
the one at the house?
Hey,
Hey,
how
was the track?
I'm not asking any questions this week. These two can ask you questions.
I'm not asking
so
Kevin
I'm out.
any questions.
I mean, you guys saw it in even the heat race, and I think maybe the main, but I think mainly the heat race. Jet was coming up short on it, dude. Like that was no joke of a quad. That was like way bigger than the one at my house.
Yeah,
way tougher too.
we tried to actually figure this out. When was the last time that there was a jump that none of the top 450 guys were even like hitting at the end of the main? And I can't remember the last time we've had a track where there was that much of a stretch.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like that, the biggest thing was like even those guys. I didn't even see this until I saw a video on Instagram later, but I didn't see that Coop was going through the second set of whoops, turning and going over the table. Like he wasn't 3 on, he was going 3 over the table.
Yeah,
that was gnarly. But the thing was, dude, is I honestly I did the Tomac line too. It's crazy when you see them go 3 on off and have the potential to go 3-4, but instead they like Tomac checks up to go double on off single. Like that's how bad the track was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was...
Okay. Let me rephrase that. The track was not bad, but that's how gnarly the track was, torn up.
Yep.
I don't want to make it sound like I'm, digging on the dirt work boys.
Oh no!
They did what they could.
We're not doing any digging.
That place looked like hell.
Yeah, that looked like survival. That was definitely Death Cross times 10.
Yes, 100%, dude.
No, we were just kind of making fun of Travis because he asks you the same question every time he gets you on here. Oh, and he also wanted to say, you suck, you bombed his fantasy.
Yeah.
That is like verbatim.
Ow.
Yeah. No, he said you suck.
Why? Because I missed double points by like 1 point or 2 points?
I like how he's getting it now.
Travis, you're allowed to chime in now.
He knows. Yes, man, I need you to get 19.
Look, dude, he owns you when he picks you for fantasy, and he thinks you were a shitty...
He's a fantasy
owner.
owner.
In all fairness, I thought at least 2 or 3 guys were going to die last night. I was like, Kev's just going to do all the laps. This is an easy pick.
Kev's alive right now. He could have weeded his shit, and all you think about is fantasy points. Jeez, what a dick.
Yeah, this man is getting his own points. He ain't worried about your fucking points.
What about making money?
Yeah, 100%. You can get bent. I could care less. But that being said,
you can get bent.
That being said, let's look at the positives here. Last year, we were 1 for 6. This year, we are 5 for 6.
Oh yeah,
Kev, I think you're doing awesome.
Pretty solid.
Trav is pissed at you.
Hey, did you just get the red boots?
No, I've had those because I raced in those over in Paris, so I just kind of had them in my back pocket. I don't want to use them very much, but for this occasion they got broken out.
We worked that deal when I was down there.
We
worked that deal when I was down there.
Look, Kev, I thought your kit last night was on point. So.
I liked it.
Kit was on point.
Sweet.
Go Chiefs.
I appreciate that.
He's like, I don't really care, but thank you.
Y'all can look at me funny.
I like
and you
it.
can laugh. We worked that deal.
Well,
the red boots fucking pop.
It was gonna be even better. We were gonna have Michael Lee with obviously canvas was gonna print up like a set of gear that made me look like I had a jersey.
Yes,
and,
that's what I thought was happening.
Oh. But yeah, his printer messed up on him on Tuesday when he was supposed to print it, and it got pushed back. So that was unfortunate. Thankfully, he already had white and black gear set up, ready to go, instead of like some other weird colors that wouldn't have went with it at all. So it's still meshed. But yeah, we were gonna like put me in a red jersey with the lines on it and everything like that, and have it like turned to white on the sleeves, like where the short sleeve of the jersey should have stopped. So then it would have like looked like I had a jersey on. It was gonna be sick, but we couldn't make it happen in time. And like I was even thinking I could wait for another weekend, but I was like, by that time it's not even gonna be cool that they won the Super Bowl. Like I got to do it the next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get like a Dale Earnhardt looking like race suit for Daytona?
I don't think Kev watches NASCAR, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you watch any form of like motorsports?
We can do a Ricky
racing?
Bobby. We can do Ricky Bobby.
Yes.
With Wonder Bread?
Yeah, no, we want Old Spice, but instead of like Old Spice, make it say like Moranz Mafia.
Look, if you don't shoot Big Red, then fuck you.
Yeah, we need something great like that for a speedway track.
That's great.
So, Kev, you've been riding down at Chambers' place, right?
Correct.
Are you hitting the quads?
Are you hitting all the quads?
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, he's got 2 quads there.
So you've been riding. So you've been riding with Sexton.
No, he's got. Correct.
So how's that looking during the week?
Fast as fuck.
Dude rips. When we do 20s, my goal is to not get lapped twice.
That's awesome.
I love how dude rips.
Well, okay. Look, last night when Sexton was talking about riding at Chambers' place, or somewhere I heard this weekend he was riding at Chambers' place, I was like, no shit. So Kev's been riding with him. So now this is interesting because now it's like, okay, what's the back end look like? Like, what's he doing during the week? You know, is he having weird crashes during the week too? Like,
He
does
had a
that
big
happen
one
to him?
Wednesday, I heard.
What did he just say?
He mentioned he had a big get off Wednesday. Were you there? Were you around for that?
Who said that?
Chase.
Sexton, right out of his mouth.
Oh, so he did say that?
Yeah. It was supposed to be kind of hush.
Wait, when did he say that? On the podium or something?
It was Michael Lindsay had an interview with him. He was just out in the pits.
Okay.
But yeah.
Alrighty, perfect. Then if he said it, then yes, I was there for that.
So did they all right, so hang on. Can you answer this? Did they sit you guys all down and be like, listen, hush, hush, chase
No,
crash?
dude, it's pretty nonchalant. Like, he walked away. He was fine, but you could tell he was kind of mixed up. And the biggest thing is, obviously he's got a lot more pressure on him. He's got a lot more thoughts going through his head than, oh, can I just line up? It's no, championship, this and that and that. So, no, I mean, it wasn't anything because we all know better than to post anything or say anything about it. And, I mean, he walked out of there. He just stopped riding for the day, but he was more or less fine. But, yeah, I mean, it's just not really our place to say that kind of stuff. And somebody that's that high profile, I guess, let's put it that way.
Is he cool at the practice track? Do you bro down with
dude.
him? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I can definitely see why. I mean, he probably it's just like me on race day. You kind of seen a little bit. Obviously I'm always cheerful, happy-go-lucky guy, but I definitely change. When it's time to go racing, I change. I don't talk to as much. I'm not as happy-go-lucky until I obviously do good in the LCQ and get to the main event or, have something like that. Mm-hmm. But, no, I can understand why he comes across not very happy-go-lucky or a lot of racers kind of come across dickish on race day when fans come and see him. It's just because they're in game mode. What do you expect? And they get the same question a million times. What do you think of the track? I get asked that 100 times every weekend.
Oh, just wait. Dude, I
it's
got some questions coming for riders when we go to the races here. Oh, it's going to be good.
Kevin will be sure not to be around for that.
Oh, trust me, it's different.
Yeah,
I got them already lined up here.
Well, is it about the
quads?
Other
than that, no. He's cool off the track. So yeah, I like Sexton.
I was gonna say I've heard really good things about him, in the pits. I haven't heard that he's a dick or anything. In fact, somebody I was listening to, maybe it was Weege or somebody, was yeah, it's really crazy because you go to the races and everybody is talking to Jet, and then over here you just have Sexton just sitting here, and it's it's not like he won't talk to anyone, but no one's really approaching Chase and being oh, hey, how's it going? What are you doing or anything? So
I do have questions about him bumping Taylor Swift.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway,
dude, he had blonde hair.
Who else is down there riding at Chambers' place?
The last 2 weeks it's only been Chambers, Sexton, and I.
Huh.
That's fucking cool though.
Lane Sean popped in for a day. Logan Leitzel popped in for a day, but yeah, it's pretty low key.
What's up with Starling? What did he do? Because I heard he had a couple bad wrecks here and he's fucked up.
He's just having, he's just he's beat up a little bit, but I think he's gonna be fine. He's just trying not to risk it too much.
Got it. Yeah.
All
right. Well, you two are running this interview. Y'all got some more shit.
I got one.
Oh, okay.
Boy.
All right, Kev. So we're writing a rule book.
Oh God.
These are currently the unwritten rules of motocross. So the first thing we have on the list: goggle strap can't be low. Number 2, can't show up to the track fully kitted. Number 3, what was yours?
Wait a minute. So that's your first.
What was yours?
First rule in the rule books about goggles.
The goggle strap can't be down to your neck.
Kev, this is not a legit rule book. It's more like unwritten rules.
Unwritten rules.
Gotcha. Okay,
2, can't show up to the track fully kitted.
Okay.
3, what was yours over there, Jimmy?
Just call him Jimmy.
Spokes. No spoke covers.
No spoke skins.
What does that mean?
The people that got the spoke covers for pink spokes or blue spokes and stuff. You've never seen those?
It's basically like a sleeve that goes over your spokes.
What are smokes? What do you mean?
Spokes
on wheels.
S-P-O-K-E-S.
Smokes.
Gotcha.
No, spokes, bud.
Got you. Yeah, that's a no-go.
All right, so he wants to know what's yours.
So what are you adding?
What am I adding?
Yeah.
Kev's like, I didn't know I have to add.
Putting him on the spot.
This is I don't know, this is kind of tough. So this is as a rider or, because you guys had me all mixed up with the, thinking about what fans always ask us. But,
we don't give a shit about what fans think.
Yeah, good advice for the fans. The only thing I'm going to say, don't ask the rider what they think of the track. So we get asked that a million times every day. It's just something different.
That's the first thing I'm going to ask you.
I need to do some little video on that because I guarantee there's so many people that go up to their favorite rider, say that question, and they get a very short dickish remark, and it's just because we've already answered it 100 times. We don't want to have a long conversation about it.
So you're saying you don't like
Crazy.
coming on the Moto
But-
Aftermath show and
'Cause-
having Travis ask you?
No.
About the quad.
It's just on race day when you don't want to. Like you, it's different. It's different talking on here. I enjoy talking to you guys, but man, unwritten rule book. Visor needs to be up.
There we
see,
go.
that was the
There
next
we
one
go.
I had on the list. No visor down.
There we go. I want some fan to come up to Kev though, just like totally, just nonchalant, and ask him, "Did you bone anybody in a Walmart parking lot?"
Jeez Louise.
I'm sorry, dude. Had to do it.
Did you stay overnight in Oakland?
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
Did
Ugh.
Yeah, that's why I mean, even if it was going to happen in California, I was going to fly from SoCal to NorCal because I didn't want my van to be there. So flying in was for sure the move.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
as long as you weren't banging anybody in an Oakland Walmart parking lot, we're good.
It's closed.
Absolutely not.
It's closed.
Absolutely not.
Oh, that's a lot of meth.
That's pretty methed up if you did that.
Oh,
Really?
man.
Really? Don't do
All right, Kev. So I got another question for you
that.
here.
It's about the whoops.
no.
Oh,
Shut the fuck up. God damn, you guys are assholes. We get the man on to talk about the race.
Yeah, but
and
you
then you're
ask him-
pissy
you
that I
ask-
ask him about the fucking track.
yeah, because we know what his response probably is going to be. It's going to be, it was tough. I did hit the quad once. I didn't hit the quad. Whoops had one main rut down the middle, and that was the end of
You
it.
guys are dicks. I'm muting your mics.
Okay.
Whatever, man.
All right, so Kev, RJ, we find out has had internal bleeding the last couple of weeks here or whatever, and is racing last night. Obviously not in good shape. What are your thoughts about him even being able to do that?
Hold on. What's wrong with him? I didn't hear this.
So supposedly that second crash at what was the last A2 there?
Oh,
he-
out of the sand?
Yeah, he fucked something up internally. So he like went home, and then Sunday he woke up. He still didn't feel good, so he went and checked himself in the hospital, and they figured out he had some sort of internal bleeding. Justin says
there?
it. Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh shit! Hold on.
Hello?
Oh god. Oh
Hear
god.
me?
Oh god.
Howdy,
Fucking
boys.
fucking whiffy gave out. Wait, hold on. Are you there? Hello? Hello? Oh god. Oh, we're dead in the water. I call him again. Fucking whiffy gave out.
Unmute me, please.
Jesus.
You guys are gonna be jackasses. I'm muting you again.
We got put in timeout.
We got put in timeout.
You guys are dicks.
Oh, that is a nice shirt, man.
Do you like this
That is a nice fucking shirt.
Yo,
I also like how there's JE pistons on it.
hello? Well, made the noise. Hello? Oh, God, this is going well. This is great radio.
See, this is kind of what it's like every time I go on Facebook when you guys call me. Like, I can hear you guys, but I know that you can't hear me. It's fucking great. Oh, there it is.
Now we're really bringing.
Now we're
now
really-
it's loud.
Hello.
What are you Snapchatting over there?
Weenie hand. Wyman.
You guys-
Hey, weenie hand.
you actually have weenie hands? Mm-hmm. That's cool. Should call them Chicken Little.
Hello?
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, what happened?
My Wi-Fi dropped out for a second.
Okay, so anyway, Sunday something happened or
So
something
yeah, so Sunday he still didn't feel good.
Spleen.
He went and checked himself into the hospital, and they discovered he had some sort of internal bleeding. Justin says he heard it was his spleen or something. And yeah, needless to say, he didn't look good on the podium. It took him extra time to get his interview because he wasn't feeling great. So we have kind of ranted and raved about like how the fuck does he even get?
man. Did your Wi-Fi drop off again?
Oh God,
Howdy ho,
like
brother man.
like is this for real?
Hello.
Whoop-a-doo. Heidi ho.
Wapadoo.
Oh
Wapadoo.
God, my Wi-Fi is full, so this is him. I blame him. Hello,
Hello.
hello,
Hello.
hello.
Judas
Albert James.
Unbelievable.
dude.
This is unbelievable.
All right. Well,
This is the greatest show
sorry,
ever.
guys.
Just say, hey, we can cut you off if you want.
Yeah.
Cut you loose.
Kev.
Look, I'm gonna try this one more time.
Jesus. Now I'm getting bored. You got some.
I am too. I'm gonna try this one more
Hang
time.
on.
I think he's driving, so I'm blaming him on this one.
Kevin Moranz.
Let's see.
We'll try this again.
We'll see if this lasts longer this time.
Hey, how was the track?
Yo, did you do a quad?
Hit that quad?
Funny guy. Alrighty, so anyway, we don't have any updates on what it actually is.
It was supposedly a spleen. Supposedly is what Justin's hearing.
I don't know how gnarly. I mean, because isn't that what Fortner messed up when he was about to win the championship at the last round?
I think
2 years
so.
ago or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
He got it removed, right?
I don't remember.
I think he did.
I
Or
think
is
he
that
did.
something you can get removed?
I think so.
No, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
So
How gnarly is that? What does that even do for your body? Isn't your spleen, doesn't that like filter your blood kind of deal?
Honestly, man, I'm
I have
not
no
going to
idea.
comment on that because I'm not a doctor, and I know that if I say anything, we're going to get like crucified.
having it chopped open's not great.
but it's
so.
not good.
My thing is, and we've
Yes.
talked about this, is like, how does he even get to that point where like they're like with all the people he has to go through, Alden, the fucking
Nate Ramsey,
the fucking A-Stars people. How do they even let him race last night with whatever the fuck is going on? Because I assume he's not internally bleeding anymore. It's been a couple of weeks. It wouldn't be great if he was still bleeding inside. But it's like, obviously something's still wrong with him. You could tell by the way he rode. You could tell by the way he acted. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, how does it get to that point?
I don't know, man. I can't believe that. That's gnarly. But that being said, there's only literally a handful of guys that can podium a Supercross, and he's one of those guys. So I'm
Yeah.
sure they are hounding him to stay on that bike. You know how teams are.
I know. It's crazy to think that like one little fuck up last night and he is laying there dead in the middle of that track.
Yeah, because if his spleen explodes, like I said,
Yes.
we're not obviously doctors and stuff, but like your spleen explodes, that's not.
Hold on. Disclaimer to everyone watching still. We're not doctors. So, but if your spleen explodes, you're kind of going to be fucked.
I guess the point we're just trying to get at is like the fact that he was able to go through all of this, because if this would have been any other sport in the world, you would not have gotten cleared to do that. And the fact that all the people that he has to go through, all the people that are looking out for him, it kind of shows, like you just said, we all know how these teams are, where their interests lie. And that's just, I guess the point is, it's really sad, because if something happened to RJ last night, it's not a good look for anybody.
Yeah. No.
Kev was super
Not at
diplomatic
all,
on
man.
that.
I don't.
He's got to stay in the middle.
I know he does.
Yeah,
I know he does.
He's
yeah.
Switzerland,
That's
bro.
why-
I know
I
he
got-
is.
I mean, yeah, kind of. I honestly don't have a whole lot to say about that, just because I've honestly been in a situation where I have team pressure. It's honestly one reason I really enjoy my career thus far. However, I don't know, man. It's tough. Like, how many years are they even have left in the class? What do you have to do to point out? Is he going to point out the shoe? How does
No, you don't get out of the 250 class anymore unless you win a title.
Oh, you're right. They changed that this past year, huh?
Yeah. So the move now is just to be a 250 guy who wins races and competes for titles.
Make
so you can
$250K.
250 to 300K a year plus race bonuses, and just ride your whole career like that. You only got to race half the races. It's a great time.
Nice.
Kev's like, God, I
Out of
wish I could do that.
curiosity. Yeah, no joke. Someday. However, out of curiosity, does that mean that the people that have pointed out in the past but have not won championships can drop back down, or are they just screwed over?
No, they're just screwed.
Yeah, like Savachi. Savachi screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, obviously, Max Anstie could drop down to the 250s because he's never won a title.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Or has never. I mean, Savachi's won a title though, hadn't he?
no, Savachi hasn't won
Just
a
won a bunch of
title,
races.
but he pointed out.
Yeah. He shouldn't be able to go back to the 250s. Not at all. He's just,
No, it's
Well, he
fine.
won an outdoor championship, didn't he?
No.
No, he battled with Cooper Webb.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, he's just been close a lot of times.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anything else for Kev? You two knuckleheads?
Kev, are you going to hit the quad next week?
Fuck you.
If there is one, let's hope so, because it's Triple Crown weekend.
Let's be real, Kev. There's going to be a quad in there somewhere, so you know that we're going to get on next week on Sunday, and first thing Travis is going to go, did you hit the quad? And it was bigger than the one at the house.
Hit the
And
quad.
hopefully this time I'll say yes.
Look, man, I don't think you have anything to be worried about. Nobody else was doing it, so
I'm not hitting the quad.
You're not even hitting the triple. You'd be lucky to hit the double.
That's what I'm hoping for next year. That's my
Yeah.
goal. My goal next year is
He's
to
going table double. That's
No,
what
man, he's
going
going
triple,
he's
triple,
going
he said.
roll off face corner.
table over single
Listen,
next year.
I would like to come next time though.
Well, no, if
said
he was
you're
riding the
invited?
track we were riding last
I'm
night,
gonna
he was
invite
rolling
myself.
everything.
Oh yeah, he would be
You didn't
rolling
go
everything.
Table, or no, you went double table double at my house. But
Look,
at
man.
the same time, there was not a single rut at all.
Look, man,
I
he
went-
might double after the finish, and then he would definitely just like go around the whoops.
I went double, table, double, and Kev said, "Man, you got to go at least 4 times as fast. You're going through that corner."
I think you could go double after the finish, buddy. You might not make the corner.
I really wanted to hit the triple for a
Yo,
second.
did you? What'd
Go-
you say?
Nothing.
Oh
Go ahead.
no, you don't. You don't want to mess with that. Did you guys see Max quadding? That?
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking about that,
Yeah,
and
that's
then how he
ballsy.
realized he wasn't going to make the corner.
We watched that. We watched that in qualifying. It was Anderson, Benny Bloss, maybe Freddie Moranz. We were all sitting there watching that, and like Jason, me and Freddie all saw it at the same time. We're like, what? And then we look at Benny and we're like, Benny, did you just see that? And he's like, what? I'm like, dude, Olin just quadded that.
So
And he's like, no, he didn't.
So he was
And
doing
he,
it.
He,
Okay.
he came around the next lap and did it.
Okay, yeah. See, they didn't show any of that. So, like, they made this big deal about when Volan hucked it in the heat race. That like nobody even sized it up during practice, and that's what we all thought. So, okay, that makes more sense now. It wasn't.
No, he hit it. He hit it 4 or 5 times. And
Look, that's still wild that he did it, but like everybody was thinking, oh, he didn't even size it up in practice, and he just pulled the trigger in the heat race. Okay, makes more sense now because I was like, that doesn't seem like a Volan thing.
Cool, but it was cool, but it was cool, but it really wasn't faster.
No,
No.
and I think even Jet, where he almost
Because
blew
you
the
have
right-hander.
to you have to set up, get up high, and then you obviously go to the outside of the corner. And might as well just push through, go triple, single, and kind of cut the corner.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mhm.
yep.
Like maybe it was like a fraction faster, but it was definitely not enough to risk Case.
Yep.
Did we lose him again?
Probably.
Cav, you still there?
No, I hear you.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
because we thought we lost you because you were breaking up.
You robot voiced us there for a second.
Well, that's good to know because that's not what we were all told. So, okay, that makes more sense.
All right. Yep. So that's interesting. All right. Well, anything else? Nothing else. How's that phone over there? Is it good?
Cav, you gonna win another LCQ in the Triple Crown and get interviewed?
He's not gonna be in the LCQ.
Oh, he's just going straight through qualifying.
True.
I mean, we've been pretty far out of qualifying every time, so we got to really step it up this week. We'll see.
All right. Well, good luck to you, man.
Make sure you hit the quad.
Make sure you hit the quad. Hey,
Thank you.
if Sexton if Sexton has any big ones,
Don't
this
tell
week,
Travis.
Just go ahead and text me,
Don't tell him that.
and I will say an anonymous
Yeah.
source
Don't-
has supplied.
You got to sign an NDA.
Yeah, I will. I will not tell anyone except for the people that listen to the
We
show.
should get some NDAs handy, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Travis would violate every one of them.
Yeah, it's not gonna work well.
All right. Well, anyways, good luck, bud, at the Triple Crown.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on,
All
buddy.
right, sounds good, guys.
All right, later,
Yep.
bud.
ya.
See ya.
All right, Kevin Moranz, everybody.
Sorry, guys. That was a rough
one.
interview.
I don't know why. It's probably because he's driving.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, FaceTime audio.
Yeah, that's what
All right, anything else from you two chuckleheads?
Were we too hard on you? Are you sad?
I'm not sad at all. I'm tired right now. Yeah, go ahead and start your car.
Hey, can you
fucking
go start
prick.
mine too?
Can you fuck off?
I don't have any remote start action.
Oh, I
but-
do, so I don't know. what to
Must
tell
be
you.
nice to be some rich ass realtor. Jesus
No
Christ.
shit.
First off,
Just
never mind.
fucking whipping that Ford Fusion.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that has rust underneath the door panels.
Unbelievable. It's a fucking race car.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
ready to go.
sure. That's a heavy
Hey,
fucking
this
race
just in.
car.
Travis Pastrana, 11th at the Daytona 500.
All right. Well, this has been episode number
I'm
226.
ready for Formula One, guys.
Oh, boy. This has been episode 226 of the Moto Aftermath Show.
Hey, guys,
Thanks
go
to-
watch Full Swing Netflix documentary.
Hey, let me cut Travis off one more time.
Because I want to, man. Because, that's what we said.
This has been episode
That's what we
226.
That's what
Jesus Christ. Now you have strep. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, man. Did you fuck this? Oh, no, we're good there. All right, this has been episode 226. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsors, Complete Racing Solutions, TLR Coatings, Holster Co, Gutter Works, JT Cycle, Adept Creative Co, Isaac Nelson Designs, and Edgewood Farms.
Deegan!
We will be back next week to wrap up the second Triple Crown. Thanks for tuning in. Later.